morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. We're so glad you came. This is no F.A session, so we're not going to do so much introductions and everything. So we go straight to the point because we have less minutes and hours. It's been time. I need to get here at the point we want to get out here. We need to get out here at that point. My name is Kali Cousins. I'm going to be your anchor for today. So, for housekeeping, we encourage you to please put your phone on vibration or you put it off, please. I'll find it disrespectful if your phone is ringing. Number 2, housekeeping. I'll encourage you to, maybe go out there, drop what you already know, and then come back, and after the class we go and pick it up, if you can, anyways. Then, the third one is, this is a program of United Nations Industrial Development Organization and Hewlett-Packard and the federal government. We at Sean Cousins Business School, we are just implementing this program for them. In our business school, with branches around the country and outside the country, we have our own programs that we run. But this, I'm here today for UNIDO, HP, and the FG program. So that's why I'm here today. Please, it's very important to note, if this heat continues for some time, I think we open the windows because I won't understand why. Until open from the back, open the windows from the back. And then maybe open this way. Maybe this way too. Yeah? Okay, do we leave it? I should open it. Okay, so it's just open. Open till somewhere there. Quickly. Yeah, keep opening quickly. Yes, keep opening. Okay, it's okay. Now come and open this way. Okay. When it picks, we can go back to it. Now, so, multi-level marketing, MLM, multi-level marketing system, is the best system in the whole world. It's super, it's wonderful, but please, it's very important to make you know, this is not multi-level marketing. At no point in time shall we introduce MLM, multi-level marketing here. At no time shall we introduce network marketing. That's not what we're here to do. Now, it's also very important to know we're not introducing forex, neither are we introducing cryptocurrency or investment platforms. That's not what we're here to do. So it's very important to know, but please note that multi-level marketing is the best system that has been developed in the world. So my saying that we're not introducing it doesn't mean that we have anything against it. So you note that it's very important to clarify that. Uncle, you probably may bring it maybe closer this way or something. You may bring it a little. Yes. It's blocking that one. Okay, it's okay, yes. Okay, now the microphone, yes, Auntie, come. The microphone will go around so that maybe a few people here will tell us who they are. Maybe we'll start from my sister there, down here, and then maybe a few people here. Your name, what you do, and your expectation from the program. This is to enable us get understanding of who is here, so that everything we're going to do here will, be tailored to make meaning to you. Okay.
My name is Marcelina Obi. I do trash. I manage trash.
What's your expectation? So this program today, your expectation generally?
Just like you said, while we were saying it, I had to remove everything I thought I knew. I want to learn more.
No, I mean like naturally, your expectation like, oh, I'm here to get a loan, oh, I'm here to meet people, oh, I'm here to know something about entrepreneurship. Like, you know, something made you come. So what's that single thing? So that we can impute it while we are talking. That's the only thing. That's the only reason I wanted.
I think to know more about entrepreneurship and then to meet people.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is F.A Ph. Yes, actually, I'm into a lot of things, but let me just be bold. I do currency exchange. That's cryptocurrency exchange. That's one of the things I do. So my expectation in this place is to make new contacts, and also to know more.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, Doc. My name is Rufus.
Uncle Rufus, what's up? How are you? Looking forward to meeting you.
Yeah.
You come and take a hug after.
Yes.
Yes. After you come and take a hug. Yes. How are you?
Thank you.
Good.
We're into economic security and automation. My expectation is that by the end of the day,
Yes.
get more people, and then learn more how to build systems in the business so that we can run profitably on this company.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Uchechukwu Okoronwo. I'm an ICT consultant. Been in employment for the past 2 years. I've been on my own. Some years to know how to make a business.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Good morning, Doctor. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Emmanuel. I'm an artist.
Musical?
No.
Fine
Visual
art.
artist.
Okay, visual art.
So I primarily design furniture.
Furniture.
Yeah, so I infuse artistic elements.
Wow.
So I want to know how I can leverage and, kind of increase the value of what I do.
Wow. Wonderful. So this is very much like, unlike any other thing, and you're sitting on gold mine, I think. Or you need to have so much courage, so much, you need to build a serious brand around it.
Yeah, I also have an Instagram page where I put out stuff.
Okay.
So I want to see how I can
Expand it.
and teach a lot of people and more ideas can come out.
That's wonderful. Teach is very important. Yes, sir.
Good morning, Doc.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes.
My name is Weston God's Power. I'm a digital marketing. I'm the MD of Purpose of Nigeria. I want to take my business global, and my expectation for coming here is that they have a good system that the business can actually run around itself.
Okay.
Without making it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
My name is Nathaniel Uzu. I'm actually into network marketing. I came to add more value to myself and also.
Thank you, sir. Would you host your own programs?
Good morning, everybody.
Where you do?
My
Oh,
name
sorry,
is-
ma'am. What's the name of your the name of your program?
Just my company.
With your company? Okay. Okay. You're not doing enough. Okay, mom.
My name is Patient Wokoma. I deal in back to school stuff and
Back to school.
yes, and books and reading club. I came here to see how I can put my business online and see how I can add value to people who are not within my reach.
Okay, where do you stay?
In Port Harcourt.
I mean, this is far from here. Okay, have you ever approached this place for partnership before?
No.
Why?
Maybe I might start today.
Okay, give to my friend. Write it down. The highest skill in entrepreneurship is confidence. Go ahead.
Good morning, Doc, and
Good morning, sir.
good morning, all. I am Ayuade Paluchubani. I operate within the agribusiness space and then championing orange flesh potato and flour and all that. I've come for leverage for capacity building and networking.
Okay. I think we're going to use this as what do you call it? Step by step. You can say that. Hold the mic for me. We're going to use it as a kind of case or sample or population regarding those who are here, so that we can move further faster. Thank you very much. My name is Kali Cousins, and today I'm going to be your anchor for the next 3 hours or 2 hours, and I want to leave you at 1 so that you can go rest. I encourage you to just open your mind. Now, it's very important to point out that I've told you it's not our program, it's a program of United Nations. And what we are here to do is to help you understand, how to systemize your business. Now, very important to also note that this is a certification course that has 30 modules. Of course, we can't do all today. So the point is that there is an advanced version to this program. Now, why is it important? Hold that mark so that you can use it. Why is it important to note? Is it very important to note that because we don't deceive people. We are too big to deceive people. We don't bring people together. At the end of the day, we introduce something. We don't have that kind of time, By end of this week, I fly back to Abuja. I have a training for Central Bank of Nigeria and all those. I travel the world doing what I'm doing, so we don't deceive people. We have level in what we do. So at the end of the day, we're going to introduce to you the higher version of this program, and hopefully towards the end, you're going to see other of the alumni of this program, alumni who will come in and others talk to you. So we don't have time for like this. We've grown past this one. Now, if that is okay, I'm going to tell you everything sincerely from my heart. I don't do FEC. I don't do FEC at all. That is why I went and, equipped myself very well so that there won't be need for FEC. So the point being made is that I'm going to tell you some stories about myself, and they're going to be sincere. I'm not telling you stories because I have arrived, or telling you stories because you've not arrived. I'm going to tell you stories so that you can know that having been disabled for more than 4 decades, I will turn 44 by 1st of May this year. Having been disabled at age 1 year, 6 months, and a lot of things done and dusted in my life, from highest academic qualifications to traveling the world to having businesses. I work like I'm a university academic. I retire at 70 years at full salary and all those kind of things. So having done all those, my books sell around the world. I have programs. A mentorship goes for as much as $10,000. I command $10,000 to speak for 1 hour and all that. So if I can do that, now you can do it even more. Why? Because if a snake falls here now, before I could gather my crutches and calipers to even stand, you would have reached your home and you are drinking tea. So how did I manage? So that's why I'm going to tell you my story. So not to show off, so sincerely, of course, I don't really care what people say. For me to have come to the level I am, I shouldn't be caring what people say, but I sincerely always want to make people know why I tell my story. If you come to my class, high income skills, one of the high income skills I talk about is storytelling. Storytelling is very important in the 21st century. Why? Because the world has changed a lot, and I'm going to show you in some ways the world has changed. And we need to understand that people are not all looking for, you marketing them. They're not looking for you selling them something. They're looking for you solving them something. Now, in the 21st century, you need to connect before you collect, and you need to attract before you transact. To that extent, you need to actually get closer to people in terms of being real. And last year, one of the marketing trends, 10 marketing trends that Fox put out there is honesty. People want you to be honest. People want you to be vulnerable. People don't want you to say what you are not and all that. So that's why I'm going to come out real, my natural self. So we don't do FEC here. We don't have that time. Life is too short for you to live a fake life. So we don't have time for those rubbish. Okay, if I've said that, let's now start. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the major reason people are not as successful as they should be is actually, lack of knowledge. Even the scripture said it in the book of Hosea 4:6, that my people perish for lack of knowledge. And if that is true, the point is not that there's no knowledge out there. And that's why I encourage you to throw away what you know and then pick it when you are going. Why is it important? It's important because while there is so much information out there, there are so little interpretation. So what I'm bringing to you today is interpretation. I'm going to look deeper into those things and try to make meaning to you and all those. Okay, if you've got that, let's go on. Now, we have some organizations. I'm here because Sean Cousins Business School sent me here today. And in Sean Cousins Business School, we always say, anyway you see our name, you're going to see under it our logo, facts you can use. Now I'll give you a little story around the facts you can use thing, and then we continue. Now, the facts you can use tagline is very important because of my background. I'm coming from a background of academics. Actually I'm a university academic, and we actually went through school and became best students by His grace. And when we became best students, we don't really know how the world works, but when we are brought back to actually become lecturers in the university, not because we understand how life works, but because of what we can read, memorize, understand, and do what write it down, and vomit, as I will call it. So, Aguinto, how are you? Welcome. Now, we came back, and then we are teaching the children. The people we are teaching are supposed to work where? To work as Shell, as Chevron, as even MDS. They are supposed to work in all those places. But you see, we are teaching them how to, we're teaching them skills and knowledge and attitude to use in working in those places. But we have not actually experienced those places. So what that means is that we are doing what? We are giving theories and theories and theories. And that's why the country is how it is today. Because really, the lecturers need quite a lot of training. A lot of them don't know how the world works. So being in that system, trying to change all that I can. Over time, out of frustration, I wanted to actually show what school can look like. Then I had to have Sean Cousins group. We have ICT and Managing Consulting firm. We have business school. And one of the reasons we think that there's so much to be done is that most times when you look at the curriculum, for you to have a new curriculum, there will be curriculum committee that will take ages to deliberate and actually come to a conclusion, sometimes 9 months or 1 year or more or less, in order to say, oh, we're going to effect this change in curriculum. But look at that. This is internet life starts. Now, this is how the internet is as I'm talking to you now. So if you are seeing the board, you're going to see, what is this? Help me. What is this? 4 point what? Wonderful. And you saw how it's changing. Is it true? Now, this is what? Total number of websites in the world at the moment. What is it? 1.9, and it's changing. This is 1 106.2, and it's changing every second. 106.2 billion emails already sent today. You know, the question is your own email sent? Are you a receiver? Are you a sender? That's the question. And now you have the number of searches that have already been done today. What is it? 2.6 billion. And you see the number of tweets, 308 million. You see the number of blog posts today, 2.5 million. Now, the videos that had already been watched today, you have what? 2.8, and this is just money, and you have that amount. And then these are the photos uploaded on where? On Instagram. This is what you call Facebook. How many? 2.4 billion people on Facebook already. You see, so how much are you making of all this? Because there's a difference between data, information, and even knowledge and wisdom. So you need to understand how to transmogrify data into what? Information, and transmogrify information into what? Into knowledge, and transmogrify knowledge into what? Into wisdom. Okay, why I wanted to show you that is just to make the point for you to understand why we think that facts you can use is very important in the 21st century, because people don't lack knowledge or information, they lack interpretation. So that's why we give you facts you can use. So today I'm not going to be on normal, speak funny and give you a lot of charts and all those kind of things. If I had to speak Igbo language or Ibibio or Yoruba or whatever language you can speak to make sure I pass the point, I'll just do that. In our organization, we are tushed, but we are not, people who form, because it makes no meaning. Life is about reality, and the more you understand vulnerability intelligence, something I've been working on for some time now, the faster you can move. Okay, if you've got that, I've told you my name. My name is Kali Cousins. I help turn people's ideas and organizations' ideas and government's ideas into reality, into results. I'm a trainer, I'm a consultant, I'm a speaker, I'm author, I'm a mentor. Now you can be with me or connect with me on all the social media platforms by just checking Kali Cousins or Dr. Kali Cousins as my ID. Okay, so if you've got that, now it's very important to also know that I'll be willing to, come to your church, come to your programs, and also support you in whatever you are doing, because this is 2019. We're getting older, and then everybody knows you're not going to be here forever. So the much people you can touch their life, the better. So I'm interested in helping people become their dreams and helping you grow. And if you can help as much people grow, you will also grow yourself. Now, why should you listen to us? Now, a bit of social proof here. We should listen to us because we consultants to world bodies like United Nations. We are consultants to ministries, departments, and agencies. Quite a lot of them. We have more than 600 ministries, departments, and agencies. We consult for quite a lot of them. I encourage you. You see, when they say 9.12 trillion, which was our budget last year, those are not just figures. Those are money to be spent. They don't just take that money and put it into an engine and then it manufactures road. They're going to award contracts and all those. Don't always say they've given out all the job. It's not true. It's not true. Everybody's not corrupt. So I encourage you. If you cannot play, you will not win. So for you to win, you must play. And so that's why you're going to get your regulatory documents ready in 2019. Your PENCOM, your NSITF, your ITF, your IRR, your, all of them. You get them ready, your tax, your VAT, So that's very important because when you get them ready, you can actually insist that I need to play this game. They have 8.83 proposal, budget proposal this year, and those monies will go into people's pockets. And I encourage you to actually be proactive so that some of them can go into your pocket. Don't always be over cynical and pessimistic and all those kind of things. It doesn't help. But you see how I talk. I don't want to convince you. It's about life. You can't. Whatever I did to become successful, you talk to people and they say, tell us really, really what you did to be successful. Probably they want me to tell them to go and steal a girl's pants and bring it back. So we have a lot of people, no matter how you say it, they want to, say, there must be something. So you don't encourage people. You tell them the truth. In my village, they say that you don't tell an adult to come out from the sun. When the sun is too much for the person will come out. So I encourage you, take everything I say here seriously, and maybe practicalize it for a month or two. If it doesn't work, you throw it away and all those. Okay. Now, the next thing is that we are consultants to higher education institutions, Uniport, Unilag, Unilorry. Mention them. FUTA, ATBU. Mention them all over the country. We are consultants to them. Why should you listen to us? We are consultants to international oil companies like Shell. We are consultants to state governments. We are consultants to high network organizations and individuals. We have branches internationally, and we've trained thousands and thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs and academics. So wherever you belong, whether you belong to the academy or you belong to entrepreneurs, consultants, or business people, then we can help you become more. Just open your mind. Okay, so we take a little more social proof, and then we go to the major thing we are here for. Now, it's very pertinent to point out that some of the testimonials we hear, we have uncountable. In fact, in this UNIDO program alone, we've trained at least 2,250 people. And 2,250 people cannot be wrong. I think I've seen some of them here in the hall. And you see, their life changed. In fact, one of them who is volunteering there, before she attended this program, she's a teacher. And before she attended the diction teacher, before she attended this program, it was like, the world is coming to an end. But she just conceptualized. November we were here, she conceptualized an idea and pushed it to the marketplace. In 2 weeks, she sold 300 forms. An idea that she didn't. The only investment is the printing of the form. In fact, when she was telling me, I came in, I met her yesterday. When she was telling me that story, I fainted. I told her, your idea is super, but of course you can't go around the world. I have the capacity to run faster. So I'm going to go replicate it elsewhere unless you're partnering with me, because it's a super idea. Very simple, stupid idea. Simple and stupid. But it's in 2 weeks, she sold 300 forms. She didn't go online. She powerful, you see. And so it's about opening yourself up and finding out that whatever you were doing up to this point that has not given you the result you want, truly, there may be something wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with it 100%, but there may be part of it that you need to tweak, and it's nothing that will come into that. So you look at some of these testimonials, and then we go to the next thing. Now, this is a professor in the university. This guy is so intelligent. He's a medical doctor. He has some of the transformation that happened in the school that you are looking at on the board. A lot of the transformation came through his ideas. I don't know how many people that are as intelligent as himself. He's a medical doctor, but he knows so much about everything that you're going to wonder, whether he really read medicine. Now, he said he attended our program and had already sent a lot of his colleagues and people under him in his directorate. He said, a life-changing program. I cannot continue to quantify the impact of our discussions during the last training. You really helped to shape my perspective. Thanks so much. Okay, talking about the program. Yes, this is another professor, I think, around here. Why I pick people around here is so that it's easy for you to verify. You can go to the schools that I've mentioned, check the name of the person, and then verify. Some of you may know the people we're talking about. This professor says that the program was well planned, the topics well delivered. You know, it is excellent. I've acquired more skills in research, development, and internet usage. It has offered us opportunities for linkages with foreign and local tertiary institutions. No doubt, our directorate will now be managed more effectively, and really, they're doing so well. This is another professor. He says, the program has been highly educating and expository. It has impacted positively on my attitude, on my skills, and on my knowledge. I am now better exposed to areas of opportunities for consultancy services. I have now developed positive thrust areas and will sure be able to successfully generate all transplant innovative ideas. That's to their universities. This one is from Rivcast Consult, River State College of Arts and Science. I wouldn't know if it's still the name. This is a well-organized and loaded program that enriches participants' entrepreneurial capacities for results in consultancy directorate management. It is a must for all directors of consultancy directorates of higher institutions in Nigeria to enhance the institution's internally generated revenue. We've trained uncountable professors, and academics, sponsored by their universities, including the university I teach in. They sponsor people to attend my programs, and although so I encourage you to open up your mind. So that's now. You can see more testimonials on those links, or you can just Google. Okay, so now let's look at some entrepreneurs, one or two of them from entrepreneurs. This man comes around this area, but I think he lives in Abuja. He said, before I enrolled in the program, my business was losing money, and I did not know how to stop the bleeding in the system. I never knew that I lacked the new skills needed to run the company successfully. The training program opened my eyes to my new role as a social entrepreneur. That even though I wanted to solve an existing socioeconomic problem, I still needed to do so profitably so as to sustain the continuity of the business. The social entrepreneurship training was very useful. Kudos to Unidos and Sean Cousins. Now, this is somebody who attended this program. The other people, as people who attended, the professors are people who attended our own company's program. Well, this guy attended our program. He's a former commissioner in Bayelsa State and a retired bank executive director. Now, another person said, before the program, I was not getting patronage in my business. That before this program, the Unity program, I was not getting patronage in my business. I was thinking of changing my business. It could be your case, most times you think, oh, the business. But there's something that always happens when you are on traffic. When you move from one lane to the other, what happens? The lane that you were in started moving. Okay. So, it's not really about changing, because if you look at what you are doing, there are a lot of other people who are doing it and they're successful. So the point is not always the business. Businesses don't fail. Strategies fail. So it could be you need to look at your strategies. Now I'm going to repeat this thing I'm going to say now. I'm going to repeat it as much as I can remember that. And I tell it to people I love. Now, that point is very simple. Many years from now, many months from now, two major things you're going to regret. Number one, that you never invested money and time in training yourself. And number two, you never invested money and time in marketing your business. Two things you're going to regret seriously. You see, one of my friends has said he's an IT consultant. Well, when you attend my consulting class, you probably may know if you're really a consultant or you were just a skilled person in that area. Consulting is not about, knowledge. Consulting is a methodology. If you attend my classes in consulting, you're going to find out that you're over delivering and you're being underpaid because you don't understand what it means to productize your services, and that's so important. You keep giving free. People will come to you and say, tell me the site where I fit fine, tell me how I fit do, please, where in that site, where we will go and get visa, what's the process for, if we want to send website free, which site I fit go? He said, that's what we do, let's design for you. He said, no, I don't know, just tell me the site I can help it. Because you didn't productize, you don't understand what it means to do that. So it's also the problem. So this one said before the program, I was not getting result actually in my business. I was thinking of changing my business before I enrolled into the program. After the program, I have been able to discover the root causes of the problems I was having in my business. I have been able to put in place a sustainable, viable, and proper working business structure. You see, when somebody who has passed through this topic can say a sustainable, viable, and proper working business structure. I have been able to know my target audience. I've been able to know them. I've been able to properly reach them. I've been able to attract them. I've been able to engage them. I've been able to convert them. Now you can see the algorithm, which we'll talk about a little later. And she converts them to what? Clients who can actually pay for her services. Now this guy, very intelligent guy, he said, I was at the point of restructuring my business before I attended the program. The program has given me better strategies on how to run, systemize, and grow my business afresh. A great program for any progressive consultant and entrepreneur. I said, any progressive consultant and entrepreneur, this is a program for you. Okay, brother, we're going to start with here. We have old data. We have more than 8,500 entrepreneurs trying to start getting in the United HP Life partnership with federal government and Consulting Business School. More than 20 million people mobilized. This old data anyways. We have over 22,000 people sensitized face to face. The work we are doing with you. Now, what is this program for? We're going to still say more about that later. The program, why are we saying all this? So that if, for me, one of my major, guideline, one of my major philosophy is that life is so short for me to argue. I don't do argument. Merely when we enter into argument, I will concede immediately. I don't argue. There's something I will use to argue with you, the same words, and there's something I say, and I'm paid thousands of dollars and I'm paid millions of naira. So why am I going to argue with you? So why I'm saying that is that I don't like people wasting their time. Now get it right, life is like what? A tap that is open. A tap that is open. No matter how big the drum is, one day the water will do what? Will finish. A tap, it has water. Some of us there, the water is what? Half. The water is full. The water is half tank. The water. Just pray that Boko Haram will not, pump AK-47 on it and it will dispense faster and all those kind of things. So no matter how you want to look at it, sleeping and waking up, your life is doing what? Is going. So that's why I don't encourage you to waste your time. Don't argue, don't waste time. It makes no meaning. And you have to live your life like that. And then that's why later I'm going to tell you what I use in trying to know what I gauge in is what I call OQ. So OQ means only quality. So if it's OQP, it becomes what? Only quality people. If it's OQT, it becomes what? Only quality time. If it's OQI, it becomes what? Only quality ideas. If it's OQE, it becomes what? Only quality effort. I don't want you to listen here and you get to the end of the program, you find out that it was stupid, it was chaff. The same thing people come and tell you, lure you into a hole and then talk trash at the end of the day, waste your time. 3 hours is too big, you know, for you to, if you are told you're going to die in 3 hours time, you can still do a lot with it. So you can save this time and walk away so that other people can have their seats. Because we are oversubscribed anyways. So having said that, that's why I'm trying to show you how the program looks like, what it is for, so that if it's not worth your time, you get away so that other people can take the seat. So who is the program for? The program is for you. If you're an entrepreneur or consultant looking to start your business or get more customers or clients or sell more or grow your business or systemize your business. Your business is doing well, but there are no systems. If you travel to London, you come back after 3 weeks, you know, a lot of things had gone wrong. You need to be there for things to work well. You know, they called me yesterday, oh, we've got another contract from one federal ministry, we start implementing on Monday, we got this. I don't even know how those things happen because there's a system in place that's running that. That helps me to actually concentrate in some strategic things and also have a little space to have some time for myself. Otherwise, if you're going to do everything, you're going to have a lot of issues. So if you're not there, things will not work, and it's not a good one. So if you are doing well, you need to systemize your business so that your business can, you know, run better, and then you can have more time to yourself. So if that's what you want, this program is for you. Now, if you find yourself lacking the knowledge, Auntie Rooney, where is wisdom? They're getting conscious. Let it be fast. We can have some space in front here. Huh? We have some space in front, and you know. Okay. Now, if you find yourself lacking the knowledge, the skills, and the attitude to sustain the growth of your business, so sometimes your business grows, and sometimes you find out that you don't know what happens. It goes down. Now, this is a time to actually do something about it. This program is for you. Now, sincerely, without patronizing yourself, does it sometimes seem to you that you lack understanding of the building blocks of business? You know, sometimes you don't even know. It seems you don't understand it anymore. You know, now this program is for you. Then do you feel you need to know something about your value proposition? You need to know something about your unique value proposition. Now, time will allow me to go into value proposition at the moment. Now, it's very pertinent to point out there are 2 reasons businesses fail, really. 2 major reasons. You know, we've done a lot of research. Remember, I'm from the academia too. And I found out 2 major reasons businesses also fail. Number 1 is not understanding what you are selling. Number 2, not knowing how to take what you are selling to the marketplace. And if I ask you, what are you selling now? You're going to say, oh, I sell clothes. Oh, I'm a network marketer. Oh, you know, it's very pertinent to know that people are not buying your product. People are buying the product of your product. Please, get something and clean that, please. People are buying the product. You can keep it there and clean it. People are buying the product of your product. When you understand that, you're going to have an algorithm for telling people what you do. Maybe you saw somebody in the airplane and you needed to just tell the person what you do. You need to actually understand how to go about it in very short form, and the person will immediately know what you are up to. Maybe we'll talk about that a little later. So there's also something that we miss, marketing. You see, you need to be aggressive about your marketing. You need to be proactive about your selling. Now, what I used to tell my mentees or my private clients is that unless you are the person who killed the person they are burying, you have the right to market even in a burial ceremony. Why? Now, I give you a very simple example. Some people are thinking this man is wicked. But you see, I give you a simple example. My friend said, okay, so I believe in the Bible, and I read the Bible. I don't believe the Bible is a book that is taking you to heaven. I believe that the Bible is a book that is taking you through earth to heaven. It takes you through earth first to heaven. That's why atheists read more Bible than most Christians do. And that's why Jesus said that the children of this world are wiser than the children of the kingdom. And God said, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Now, it's very pertinent to point out that the life of Joseph and the life of David is very, very beautiful for me, because these guys understand the business side of life. If you read the book of 1 Samuel chapter 17, you're going to see so much business principle. If you read the book of Mark chapter 1, everything that you're going to use to be successful in business, I mean Mark chapter 1, you're going to see how Jesus exemplified all of them. Every single thing you need to be successful in business. If you read it, you won't see it. Probably I need to show you. Mark chapter 1, you're going to see it. It's just so dumb that how is it that we don't see this thing? But let me get back to Joseph. Then I go back to what I'm saying. Joseph came, the principles of influence. Business is about influencing people. When you are able to influence people, they can buy from you. You can't influence people when you don't understand KLT. KLT means, there's this guy, he was advertising my program. His name is Siri or something. I saw him last night. Is he here? Okay, Siri, when you finish, you come and take a hug. Thank you very much. He was advertising my program, and he doesn't know me. I've not met him, or probably he knows me online. Thank you very much. You come and take a hug, after that. Wonderful, smart guy. You see, when you want to have attention of a mentor, do something for him, something he can do for himself, and then you have his attention. I was about sleeping last night. I just saw this person was advertising like his life depended on it, and like if he was bribed to do that. I saw vigorously, and all those kind of things. And as I said, this guy is worthy of me. You see, I can see what he can do for me. You see, everybody, no matter what they are, thank God, whoever, you can do something for them. Okay, now, so when he came in, you now understand what we call KLT. People buy from the people they know, people they like, and people they trust. KLT. That's the principle of influence. Time will for me to tell you about the principles of influence. It's so important to understand how you get people to say yes, algorithmically. Why do we say algorithm? Algorithm is that you've been able to actually lay step by step, definiteness and find step by step and guidelines that you can repeat, duplicate, and leverage. So when he came there that day, because he always wants people to like him, but he doesn't compromise with evil. So he came in that day and he said, why is your face like this? Why is your face like this? And they said, I had a dream. This one said, I had a dream. I said, oh, tell me your dreams. God can help me interpret it. They told him their dreams, and he interpreted the dreams. Now, he did something that is very bad. But I learned the badness, or the bad thing he did. He told this one, you do what? You will survive. Huh? And he told this one, you will die. Now, what is the right thing to do as a child of God? Is it not for all of us to turn to this one that is going to die and start crying and start trying, even praying and pray that God will change it? After all, there is nothing impossible with God. He turned to he left the one that is supposed to die. Who needs what? Who needs prayers, comfort? Who needs consolation? He turned the world to one that is going to go out and meet the king. What did he say? That's wickedness. And the Bible never recorded, is it Auntie Stella? The woman on glasses. Okay. I wanted to know one of our students. Okay, so he turned to the one that is going to die, that is going to live. He should have taken him out to somewhere after they had mourned with this guy and taken him out to somewhere and said, please, when you see the king, remember me. But he said, in the very before, he just turned to this guy and said, man, you're okay. That's wickedness. What does he want this other one to do? To just die. Die. That's very bad, you know. Okay. That Joseph, we must flog him, you know. Now, but you see, that's true. This guy's gonna die, so there's nothing, don't leave. This guy's gonna leave. Mention me to the king. And you have what happened, you know. And when it was time, the guy said, you remember my sin. Now, Matthew 7:7, Jesus said, ASK, ask, seek, and what? And knock. So because he had asked from him, that date, he told me to remember him. You know, and he told the king, and the rest is story. He became prime minister. So understanding how to put yourself out there, proactive marketing and proactive selling is very important. Then customer relationship management, managing contact information, inventory management, basics of finance. Do you feel that you don't know things about this? When I say basics of finance, because you're a chartered accountant here, I said, I know basics of finance. But don't worry, come to the class and you will know if you know basics of finance. Profits and loss, cash flow, sales forecasting, design thinking, strategic planning, hiring staff, building a team, legal strokes, tax matters in business, target audience, building business structures, systemizing business operations, and so on. Do you feel you want to know something about this kind of things, or you don't know something about them, or they are not very clear? Now, 21st century has changed a lot of things. It's better you become very clear. Now, this program is for you. Now, so if you are a aspiring entrepreneur, you are a startup, you are existing entrepreneur, you are doing very well. You are a social entrepreneur, you are into NGO. Now, it's very important that I make this point. Entrepreneurship is business running on systems, but also entrepreneurship. I've written a lot on entrepreneurship as a university academic, as somebody who has done entrepreneurship for a long time and practitioner, and also working for organizations from United Nations to MDS and all those. I define entrepreneurship as the act, ACT, and art, ART, of generating new ideas or innovating old ideas into profitable products and or services and or platforms directed toward a targeted market through a creative business model. Now, that's one of the definitions. But another definition that is, street definition is the definition that entrepreneurship is doing well while doing good. Now, what does that mean? If you are doing bad while you are doing good, you are a stupid NGO worker or NGO person. You are doing what? Bad while doing what? Good. So the people who you are doing it to are receiving good, but you are bad because you have nothing to show. And that's not good at all. There is JICA, Japanese International Cooperation Agency. There is OSED. There is DFID. There is USAID. There is China Air. There is there is MacArthur Foundation. There is Plenty Foundation. There is Belinda and Bill Foundation. There is Help Me. Uncountable other foundations that are really that would say, and even MTN and even Therefore, Danjuma, let me talk about local ones. And quite uncountable ones internationally. Even Osiwa, even Osfam, and they work with NGOs to actually do more. And then you're not doing anything about this. European Union. I was a student in Maastricht School of Management in Netherlands. One of our teachers, and Professor Martinez, was a consultant at EU at that point for EU grants to Africa. And he told us that 99.9% of grants that go out to Africa, that nobody accepts, or nobody applies for them, accesses them. And he encouraged me, that's more than a decade ago, he encouraged me to go back to Africa and be a grant writing consultant and all this. But I have no interest in that. And he gave me material. That's why I don't do that. I train entrepreneur, NGO people to understand social entrepreneurship, to understand the entrepreneurial business part of what they do. Now, so you need to do well while doing good. But also, if you do well while doing bad, You are 419 you are a bad person. So you must do well while doing what? Good and others. So you are qualified to gain from the good you are doing. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a consultant in any field, or you're a trainer, you're a mentor, a teacher, you're a journalist, author, and blogger, the blogger is supposed to be double G, sorry, leader in any capacity where fund is managed or people are managed, now then this program is for you. Now, the program is not for those who are seeking for the so-called empowerment, it's not for them. So if you are such kind of person, please, it will be good your goal. It's not for get rich quick syndrome. You must put in the work. You must understand how it works. No woman here who had ever given birth gave birth just 9 hours after conceiving. If 9 hours after conceiving, you don't even know you are pregnant. Even sometimes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you don't even know. 1 month. So there's a process for things, and you must understand and be ready to pay the price. The get rich quick syndrome is not MLM or Ponzi scheme. It is not, for those who are looking for helpers or benefactors. It's not a loan, now kind of thing. There's a loan company to the program. Now, this program is not government social investment program, it's not one of those. Now, it's not where money is shared, and then it's not a political platform. Now, if you are this kind of person, please, this program is not for you. So let's go on now. Today we'll be working on failure. This is something people don't like hearing about. Failure. Why do you need to discuss failure? It makes no sense. Now, failure. Wisdom. Please, if you can find seats, you can bring to the stage here, please. Yes. Failure is very important to be studied. Why? Immediately you understand what made you fail, you can't repeat it. So that's why it's very important to study failure. And today we are studying failure from a perspective of failure algorithm. I'm going to ask you what algorithm means to you, but before that, it's very important to point out that the seed of solution, or the solution for everything is inside that thing. So we're going to look at failure, and then we try to look at inside of failure to find the solution for failure. Business, failures. And it's very pertinent to point out that if you understand that there's nothing like failure, properly so called. Failure is simply, another step that can help you become more. It's only when you accept failure that failure becomes something. You see, people like us, having had disability, when I was like a year, 6 months, it's easy to think that you failed and then you wouldn't even try. But you see, when you try, God has a way of helping out. So I want to encourage you, no matter what you've done before now and it seems they have failed, you cannot fail. It's impossible that you fail. It's only when you are tired and you don't want to try anymore, that is when you fail. Okay, so if you want to work on what we call it, the principle of vaccination or inoculation, is to introduce what? Introduce that that virus into that, so that it can, the body can fight it and not develop immunity. So when you understand failure, it's easier for you to know how not to fail. Okay. Now, we are working on failure algorithm this morning, and you're going to see how it works in your business. Like I told you, open your mind. I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to cajole you, psychologize you. Anytime there's a call, hey, change your seats. Now, it would be stupid for you to do what? To move from the seat where you are sitting if it's a comfortable seat. If it's a comfortable seat, what do? Sit tight. It's not a comfortable seat. Anytime they say, oh, change your seat, no, change. Now that's the wise thing to do. So nobody's encouraging you here, psychologizing you, or trying to play with your emotions. No, nothing like that. So that's why you see, I'm simply trying to show you. If you want to see that, it will be wonderful, because I flee from Abuja to this place because I want to help people understand and change their lives. It will make no meaning if no life is changed. But if you don't want to be changed, nobody can change you, because see, it's a personal thing. No matter how good you are doing, you can do more. How long should a tree grow? How long should a tree grow and say, because I'm bigger than every tree around me, I should not grow again? Is it the right thing to do? No. Now you have a beautiful relationship with your husband, and said, because we're enjoying good relationship, we don't want to improve on it. It's not good. You will always want to improve on things. So it's very important that we always look out for improvement. So what does the word algorithm mean to you? Can somebody help me? Algorithm. Yes, Auntie, you have your microphone. The word algorithm, what does it mean to you? Somebody help me. Okay, yes, to my friend.
Algorithm simply means the step-by-step approach of solving a problem.
The step-by-step approach of solving a problem. Any other person? Yes, my brother here, the visual artist.
Algorithm is a procedure whereby a result is achieved.
Algorithm is a procedure whereby a result is achieved. Thank you, sir. A procedure that you can go through and achieve a result. Okay. Any other person? No? Yes. Okay. So now let's go. Let's work on this. So my job today is to help you understand patterns of failure and success in life and in business. And it's very pertinent to point out that for us as Shanka's Business School, and even in the implementation of the Unido project, that there is nothing like a compartmentalized life. Meaning, life is not compartmentalized, that the woman who is a mother is different from the woman who is a businesswoman. The woman who is, a civil servant is different from the woman who we see in church. No, life is not compartmentalized like that. If your husband slaps you or you slap your husband, depending on who can beat each other, or who is tolerating more. Now, you can't go out that day and start closing deals everywhere you go, you close all the deals. It's not true, and that's why in my organization, we help my, private clients and mentees work on their enthusiasm. When you're very enthusiastic about life, you can always be productive. But when you're not enthusiastic, you wake up, the world is closer your face, the roof is just on top of your head. That's why people like Anthony Gordon, the only man I envy on earth, could be what? Could be said to have committed suicide, and you're wondering, how could on earth Anthony Gordon commit suicide? Has access to the best of meals, the best of aeroplanes, the best of women and wine, the best of places in the world, the best of everything. So how can you commit suicide? But you see, sometimes these things come so strong, and that's why you must know the things you do to actually keep the spirit up. Because when the spirit is down, when emotions are not there, you cannot actually perform. Okay, that's why you always hear me say confidence is the biggest word. It's the highest skill in words, in entrepreneurship. And enthusiasm is the highest catalyzation or catalyst that you can use to achieve your dream. Enthusiasm. When you're enthusiastic, a lot of things into oblivion. I don't like the night coming because I have so much to do, and I can't wait for the day to break, because it's beautiful. My life is so filled with people every single day of my life, online, offline, from morning till night. My life is filled with people and helping people that want me to help them, people that, want to come into my circle of friends, and, organizations and works that I'm doing, and that way, it keeps me, happy and makes me want the day to break. And to that extent, it makes me more productive than I should have been. I have so much to do. So you're going to actually find how to find your enthusiasm and increase your confidence every day. Now let's get down a little more into what we're doing. So, like my friend said, algorithm is a model process for solving a problem. Algorithm is model because it is aimed at something. It's a process because it has step by step. It is for solving because it is targeted to a particular thing and it was modeled to actually attack it. And that thing is always a problem. There are a lot of problems in your life that you've not sat down to say, how can I algorithmize how I solve those problems? Anytime you can find out how you solve the problem, you can always, repeat, duplicate, and leverage and all those. Now, I'm looking for a lady who is sitting with a guy, Uncle, did you come with the lady in front of you? You don't know her, okay. Okay, yes. You look at her, do you like her? I'm talking of you. Yeah, do you like the lady? Oh, because she's not smiling, you're afraid. You didn't hear me say, talk about hair confidence. Do you like that? I don't like this kind of people. Because, if you don't like that lady, you are spoiling a chance. I'll remove you, put you elsewhere, bring another smart guy there. Because you see, this is about networking, it's about interacting, it's about anything can happen kind of thing. So if you don't like her, tell me, I remove you there. You like her? No. I don't like this kind of person. Is he a pastor? I see from China. Now, if you give him a microphone now, you say, I like him as I like her as a person. Shut up. Nonsense. Okay, now, yeah, uncle, I can understand. Your wife may be hanging around something. I know this. And, is it pussycat? It says whenever it's poo-pooed, it will cover it. Because you don't know, before you know it, something becomes another person's something. But I can understand. But you see, if you look at that woman now, if you want to make her happy, and you try so hard, will you succeed? You try so hard like to make her happy, will you succeed? You can succeed. If you want to make her angry, will you succeed? Yeah. You touch her now and she said, oh, what's it? You said, is it your mouth that's spelling all this? And she will lose her. She will say, are you stupid? I said, madam, are you being a doctor? Okay. Now, there's a difference between resources and resourcefulness. It's very important we point it out. Now, why is it very important? In resources, it's just about, Mommy, are you feeling hot? Okay, can we open here? Let's see if, Uncle, can you help us open there? Let's see if this thing will still be bright. I'm so sorry. This is, I'm not sure. Are we still seeing the ball from the back? Wait. No, don't open that one. No. It will whiten the board. Is it okay? So close that one. Just that one. Okay, we can't really go into that. No. Don't worry. Let's not go into. Call the Emmanuel. That's how he pronounces his name. Emmanuel. I said, you are from Akwa Ibom. I said, yes, I'm from Akwa Ibom. Emmanuel, see if you can jack it up. Does it have leg? Yeah. I thought it's this one. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's okay, so it doesn't take out time. Okay, now, so resources are those things that aids your work, your activities, your hustle, or whatever you call it. They are resources. But not all of us have resources. We don't always all have resources. But the point is, if you don't have resources, you can augment with what? Resourcefulness. I never had resources, never did. I started my journey at the backyard of life. Why? Because being physically challenged, my parents were able to do their best, but being physically challenged, and we're not born in a wealthy family, there's so much. But I found out that I have resources. One, the first resource that I could leverage is what? Go to school and be a best student. I don't need my father and mother for that. Is it true? I don't need my father and mother to that. It should just concentrate. Because I'm disabled. Can you imagine? I'm disabled, I'm doing the last part or the middle in class. What would they remember me for? I'll go into oblivion. So I had to put in effort. I was reading at least 18 hours in 24 hours, semester in, semester out. Now, not because I love reading, get it right, not because I love reading, not because, it wasn't painful, but because if I lose out on that, when men are counted, nobody will count. Why are they going accounting for what? You are less or what? When you go to marry your wife, she will take you to the house of your father-in-law. What will you tell them? And they ask you, what are you doing? I say, I'm a graduate of what? They don't give the man says, but what are you doing? He said, that's what I'm saying. That so is there nothing you are doing? You say, the last time our senator did empowerment, there was rain, so I couldn't come out because my wheelchair is spoiled. The man will call his townspeople, they will put you in basket and carry it to the marketplace, so that at least from the marketplace you can find your way back. So why are you here? He said, that's why I'm here. I'm here for your daughter to come into my life so she can help. Who says that? Who judged that? So I wanted to have something, that I can say, hey, allow me to marry your daughter and I can change her life. And it will not be boasted. You see. So the point is, when my wife was marrying me, and there were, of course, there will always be problems. Like, you bringing a disabled person, no matter who he is, no matter how successful, disabled is disabled. So you could have imagined what would have happened if I wasn't ready anywhere. So those days, they will ask about me, my wife. Okay, they will talk to my wife and say, I'm rushing because I need to tend to my husband. He's traveling to France tomorrow morning. One of the siblings with okay, France. It's not difficult to travel to France. And this person has not crossed the Ghana. And you forget that France is Schengen visa. For you to approve the visa, they have to check. Other countries have to, actually, it has to be in line with other countries' guidelines. So you don't bring things to their country. So they asked my wife, I can't attend the family meeting. I'm following my husband to America. He's a guest speaker. He's this in America. And they said, well, America. I think they said KM said because of shutdown that everybody can travel to America. So you come to a point where you don't need to continue to prove a point. Because to them that believe, to them that believe, no proof is necessary. To them that don't believe, no proof is sufficient. So what's the point? Okay, my in-laws are great people, wonderful people, very supportive, and all this. But you get my point. So when I wasn't What will I be doing? So the point I'm making is that, please, it's high time you do what? In 2019, stop saying government, government. See Amechi, you see Wike, you see Abe, you see, with due respect to them, do they look like people who are thinking for you? With due respect to all of them. I'm not a politician, but of course I say my mind. If you put gun in my head, I say. So if I had waited for government to help me, how do you think my life will look like? They're not giving me, if I'm waiting for them to pass disability bill, how will my life look like? They should pass the disability bill. It's very important, it's necessary. But before they pass it, I want to have control of my life. I want to be a man of myself. I want to do the things I want to do. I come into this place without thinking of the governor. I don't know him at the moment. I don't need to know him. He will look for me when he finds out what I'm doing in his city and he thinks it's necessary. I'm encouragement. I'm a sample all over the world. For what? For what a human being can do in order to transcend this. You see? Academically, in everything. There are some people doing what I do. But you see, you're going to find out that probably they don't have my terminal degree. I have tried every area. From ICT to management to anything you can think of. I sat down to train myself, to, cook myself. Not because I'm intelligent, get it right. I'm the dumbest person you can meet on earth. My friends read a book and they go to hall and pass. I need to read that book 30 times and read at least 30 other books regarding that topic to go into the hall and pass. But of course, that's why I top every class I am in. Because I'm dumb, I'm not smart. What's the point? The point is that you have to understand that when you pander to resourcefulness, what happens is that life starts actually looking your way. So, if you got that, let's now move further. Now, a lot of people will always tell you stories about the fact that algorithm, that at the way you are preaching it, seems that as if something cannot go wrong, even when you put everything in perspective. Now, I promise you that things won't go wrong, but if they ever go wrong, they will be algorithmized. I'm going to show you truth about that. I do wish I have a few more minutes to talk about this, because it's always very important that I lay this program before I run. Now, the point is very simple. Immediately you understand that working with plan is better than working without plan. Immediately you understand that when you talk about luck, it's very good, it does happen. But you see, working with algorithm will help your luck come faster. Why? Because in probability, whenever there is an algorithm in place, when probability comes in, it will be algorithmized probability or probabilitized algorithm. Now I'm going to show you how. While algorithm is about following a step and achieving resources, probability is about luck. Now, Barnaby and Nash also wrote a book recently, not too recently, about how luck happens. If you can, I encourage you to read the book, How Luck Happens. And they worked on three major things that is very vital. They said luck happens for, that you can control luck if you can control three things. Number one, if you can control what they call chances. Now, you see, my brother and my brother, they are there out of what? Chance. They didn't come together. They didn't know each other, so chance brought them together. Now, you see, and my brother, is anybody sitting around my sister now? The first sister there. Is anybody sitting there? Do you like her? This pastor there. This is as far as a human being. Nonsense. Okay, now, why are they afraid to say they like you? After all, start putting smiley face, so people are running away. Every man I ask, they like say, as far as you're a human being, I used to put it before. Now, chances I'm talking about. Three things. Number one, chances, how you can control luck. My brother let's assume you like her. I know you like her, only that your church people are here. Don't want to say so. But let's assume you like her in your heart. He's smiling now. And now, but you see, they just told you to go there and sit. But from the time you were coming, you were liking this girl, She was walking in front of you, and you were walking at her back, and you wanted to greet her. And you don't know how to greet her. But you don't want to just say, and she said, why are you doing this? And your church people will now see you. Now, they came here, and then they are also separating both of you. Now, you can control chance. There's nobody there now. My brother can do what? Can take his seat now and go there. And the girl there say, okay, why now? I said, I want to be where I will be seen Dr. Khalid very well. That place is farther than this place. Is it not true? And the lady will say, take your seat a little to the front. He said, no, I'm comfortable here. Very, very comfortable. That's why I told you confidence is very important. Now, what is stopping my brother from shut up, nonsense, shut up. She wants him to be closer to her. Nonsense. She's trying to use the chances now. No, leave that thing. Okay. No, I'm joking, man. Now, he's afraid, he's ashamed, he doesn't want people to talk. But he said there's this guy, he's a musician in, I think, Oho is should be in Umahia side. Yeah, they call him Professor Bewe. He said, Hasime kulogu, me kulogu, nelu wanaino, hasime kulogu, onyesime kulogu, ya mukwa mwajarogu, hasime kulogu, me kulogu. So, shut up, who told you to? Okay, now you can stop people. See, the guy is lucky twice, Now, you can't stop people from talking. You know what I mean? You can't stop them from talking. So you need to live your life, be vulnerable positively. You know what I mean? Don't always don't always rationalize it. If I poop on my leg or myself here, can you imagine with my physical nature? You know how running stomach happens, and I'm always on stages. And how do you think I manage it? I have the mental peace that if the thing comes and I want to go, and it can rush you, and it rushes me, and I poo there, there's nothing serious about it. I'll go and get myself sorted out. If you can wait, you wait. If you can't wait, sorry for your transport, you can go home. There's nothing that you've eaten on earth and do what? And you swallow the fingers. Nothing you've seen and tears will start running out. Blood will running out from it. Nothing. So that's why a lot of you are held down by former mistakes. Don't allow people to blackmail you. If anybody has your sex tape, has anything about you, let the person give it to you as a proof of the blackmail. What do? Go online and put it there and say, when I was what? Stupid. When I was stupid. What will happen? What will happen? You tag him. Put his phone number. Tell them to tell him to come and watch it. Hey, do you get the point I'm making? The point I'm making is that get this confidence. If you fall, you rise. Don't always over-rationalize things. You see, I've been invited to places I want to climb the stage. I fall, I go up and fall, and I'm supposed to be the speaker that have been announced on radio and television and everywhere, and people are waiting. And so what kind of insult is that? I will rise, I will come here, and people are already crying for me. And I'll take my time to adjust my calipers and crutches, and I will tell them, do you know why you've been waiting all the while? And I'm Justin, because I'm very important. Do you know why I'm sitting down to talk? I'm the chairman of standing committee. No, when I want to talk, I sit down. I'm the chairman of standing committees. So what is that? You have to humor yourself and be yourself. So what am I saying? In chances, you are going to know that they are chances. So grab the chances. If they fail, don't bother. You see? Ladies and gentlemen, it's very important we point this out because these are the things holding you down in 2019 previously. I don't want them to hold you down again. And that is why in the Unido project, we are doing ASK, attitude, skill, and knowledge. A lot of you are very skillful, very knowledgeable, but your attitude is holding you down. When I say attitude, I'm not saying whether you respect people or not. I'm talking about your perception about reality. You know, they will say, always seek for progress, not perfection. There's nothing like perfection in the world. Seek for progress. As far as you are progressing, no matter how little, don't bother. It shall come to pass. Things shall be better. All the people you finish secondary school with, the people who don't know anything, 7 years, 10 years down the line, all of them have gone to university. Is it true? Those who want to go to university, almost all of them have gone to university. So why are you so serious about that? I'm not saying you should not be serious. No. I'm one of the most serious person you should meet. But you see, perfectionism can hold you down. 2019, try. So chances, why we miss chances is that we don't actually hold the bull by the teeth. And that's what I encourage you to do now. So the second thing they discovered that helps you with cultural lock is what we call potentials. Potentials is that if, for instance, I'm sitting with that lady, like my brother, I don't have any doubt that my brother likes this lady. But you see, my brother, as he's growing older, he has lost his raps. Now, I'm the born children for you. You will lose your rap by force. Okay, you know what I mean now? He has to have the potential for what? For relationship. He has to have the potential for follow-up. Has to have the potential for. So if you need to actually work for MDS, you must write proposal. Is it true? You must be knowledgeable about the regulatory documents. You must know how to do paperwork, but you also know how to do legwork. When you go to occasions where there are permanent secretaries, there are HR managers, and there are HR directors, and deputy directors, and ministers. You must know how to actually approach them and become their friends. That's what we call potential. You must know how to laugh. You see, if I want to make you people laugh here from morning till night, I can do that, not because I'm a comedian. In fact, I'm melancholic in temperament. But the time came when I told myself that I need to learn these things because being disabled in my lower limbs, for me to carry this chair, I need somebody to help me. And nobody wants to go where they are mourning. People want to go to where they are doing what? Partying. So if I can't make people always want to be around me, how can I succeed? And I started learning how to make people laugh. And you see, one of the things I learned is that a lot of people say, I don't feel like smiling. No, that's rubbish. You don't need to feel like smiling to smile. I went to community primary school, community secondary school, community university. And then in our community primary school, they used to, when we come in the morning, they're going to say, bring us together. Remember I told you earlier, a lot of speakers will come and tell you, you see, I don't mention America, be everywhere in the world, and I be everywhere every day. I don't mention those places because it makes no meaning. Now, because if you want to make people appreciate their own pace and how you appreciate it, you must be similar to them. You don't just tell people like in America, like when I was in Heathrow Airport, it makes no meaning because, this is not Heathrow Airport. It can only make them feel that, oh, this man has gone far, there's no need for me to try. So that's why I'm going to tell you the things that happen here. In our school, we come, a lot of you went to good schools, say, they come and you stand, you say, let's sing, and you sing. No, that's not how we do our, we come together and you say, oh, 4th of July, like all of us, we are eating odara, everybody, the shares are off, everything from done. And they will say, Mr. Silas, And then we join from there. Mr. Silas, where they want to one day wine. Mr. Silas, where they want to one day wine. Omagi Ibabu, Achopu Yanolo, Nehina, Omagi Ibabu. Okay, Ibabu, Esengre Ibabu, Obunan Ibabu, Kewechubi Ibabu. Okay, Ibabu, okay, alright, Ibabu. School dismissed, away. Now, there's one other song they sing. That other song, please don't forget, I'm trying to tell you, Steve Jobs says you can't connect the dog looking forward, you can connect the dots only what? Looking back. So when I wanted to work on myself, do you know why people don't succeed? The things that are meant for success are simple. You see, as I'm talking now, a lot of people think, we thought he's going to come and tell us what is in the moon. Okay, go and get United Nations for God dancing. When you know everything. Yeah, open your mind, understand. You know, the last time, when was the last time? How many of you, lion has killed your friend before? Can I see your hands up? Lion has killed your friend before. In the whole world, lions kill close to 80 people annually, and the people are wiser now, so lions don't even see what to eat again. But you see, globally, how many people do mosquitoes kill? So take care of the mosquitoes, and the lions will take care of themselves. The problem you have is that you are pursuing the lion. Things that make for success are simple. And when somebody who knows it is explaining to you, it sounds like, oh, we thought you were just going to have like this. That was the problem of Naaman. He thought, you do the, that's why I don't put force. I just tell you, if you want to change, it's your business. If you don't want, you can go ahead. Try what you've been trying. I wish you luck, Now, when I wanted to change that part of me, I looked back and I saw that I need to work on my smiling. So, and I remember a song we used to sing. I stood in Aba, and Aba is Ngwa. So in school, we also speak the strong dialects. So I remember that song. We come to assembly, they'll say, come together. They'll ask us like question, like the way they say Mr. Silas, and then we took it off from there. They'll ask us, Ongiribochi, that is what is laughter. Then we will now go, Ochimbo, Idolatanti Azon, Eza Boshia, Oboyambochi. That laughter is to do what? Drag back the chain and review what? The teeth. It's not a laughing matter as you think of. Very, very important you know these principles. So it's as simple as that. And when you understand these things it's so unfortunate. I won't have time to take you through, principles of influence. People hate you, people think you are a good person. You are wonderful. People don't buy from you and then to know, like, or trust you, KLT. It's very important you know that. So, in understanding potential, you're going to raise quite a lot of what? Of your potential, your skills, a lot to raise. You see, I don't suffer in life because God has helped me. I went around to some of the best schools around the world, obtained some very, very high income skills. So I can sit down in my house and make as much money as the world. I have my branches, I can go to any of them. I don't need to fly into Port Harcourt with 1 naira. I don't need to talk to Ghana, to Texas, anywhere with money. I just need to be there for 24 hours, move around, and I start raising people this same way and start making money. The point is, wherever value goes, value returns to source. That's the whole truth about that. Okay, so if you've got that, you need to actually understand potentials and skills and start building on them. At the end of this program, we'll give you opportunity to understand how to actually progress more with the Unity program on increasing your potentials. At that point, I want you to make the right decisions. You say you can't do what you were doing in 2019, rather 18, and then you want it to work in 2019. You may be a great person, you may know so much. I'm not doubting that. But you see, in life, sometimes we need to sit down, stare, and then reflect. Now, if you got the second part about what? About luck. So we've talked about chances, we talked about potentials. Now, the third thing that when you get it, you can control luck is what they call, resilience or hard work. So let's assume my brother he created a chance to be with this lady, and then he has his raps, and start talking with the lady. Then the lady doesn't want to talk with him. He can say what? Stupid girl. And he goes this way. For all of us that got married, we know how difficult it was most times, because the people you love don't love you. The people who love you don't love them. That's in the verse. So now, the same for business. You need to have the resilience to keep going to that ministry, to that department, to that agency, keep talking with that CEO, keep marketing those people. When you go online and you write something, most times the people that will come and write rubbish are your friends. One lady wrote Ajumbise in Abuja. She wrote, you can get Ajumbise. That thing they use in Ajumbise, and I think she's from Benue also. Immediately she wrote it, the friends came to the wall and said, let's assume her name is Cynthia. I said, Cynthia, don't kill people. You are not from Mbise, you're from Benue. Don't kill people. How can you be selling Ajumbise? Are you from Mbise? She ran away from and deleted it. Now, you have to ask her a question. Don't run away, but don't be rude to her. Ask her a question. Do you need to be a Japanese to sell Toyota? Do you need to be from Germany to sell Mercedes? Hey, baby girl, grow up. So, if you want that Ajumbise, call 0818-502-1415. That's how to go about life. You don't just run away from things and all those. So when they make you afraid, don't run. So you must have the resilience. Go in there, keep knocking. Go and do you want to work for federal government, go and do your your regulatory documents. Get ready, push. They give those jobs to people, and you are a human being. You are qualified to get those jobs. But first of all, you must have your regulatory document, because BPP must actually check out whether you're qualified. So I've talked about 3 things that you can use in controlling luck, and it's true. If these 3 things are there, you can manage luck and manipulate luck. So listen to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a few years back, I think 1989 or so, many years ago, when we were babies, that Pfizer started doing a research on a drug that will cure 4 heart diseases or so. And when they started testing the drug, now they tested it on Western. Instead of Western to say his heart problem is subsiding, Western, was looking at every woman he saw, and they found that all the people they tested it on had increased libido. So what did they do? Now, instead of throwing away the drug and saying this drug is stupid, they throw it away. Now they had to work on the drug and perfected it as a libido drug, and that drug became a pharmaceutical marketing wonder. Taking more than 45% of the market share of the libido market share. And the name of the drug is, yes, that's how you know bad people. Righteous people like us, we don't mention that. Okay, so you know what I mean. So when you have algorithm, when it is probability, it will be probabilitized what? Algorithm. Or algorithmize what? Probability. Can you imagine something that became a fallout, became something that gave them, up to today, it gives them at least $1 billion, in Pfizer. So ladies and gentlemen, work with algorithms. I'm going to run faster now. Now you see, why it's important to work with algorithms is that it helps you to have a pattern. Now, life is full of randomness, but when you have a pattern, when the randomness comes, it becomes patternized randomness, or it becomes randomized pattern, and it's better to work that way. Now, let's look at this algorithm. Every time I'm here, I'm able to talk with you about it. We want to simplify things, give you facts you can use. For those of you who were here earlier, Sean Cousin's business school is about facts you can use, and that's what we want to bring to you. Now, the algorithm for making a cup of tea. So when I say number 1, you help me with the rest. Number 1 is what? Please help me. Number 1 is what? And number 2? Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Okay. If that's a quality for making a cup of tea, you know it. You can't go wrong on this. You know, even those of you who make magical tea, you can still follow this and you also get to that. But you see, let's now try and take number 8 and put at number 3. And take number 3 and put at number 8. So when we come to number 8, number 3, you read what? When we come to number 8, you read what? Okay. I'll be looking out for the noodles in the class. Okay, don't mind me, you are all great people. Now let's go. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Okay, what did you end up drinking? So you can see why sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't get it. Because we don't work with algorithm. There's algorithm for friendship, there's algorithm for relationship, there's algorithm for sex and marriage, there's algorithm for getting a contract, there's algorithm for networking, there's algorithm for how do you feel when people see you and maybe they've not talked with you for 2 months, 6 years, 5 years, and they call it, hey, Kali, how are you? Want to know if you can be my referee? Or sorry, I'm not going to. You feel like you are an object that they want to use. That's what we say. Before you collect, you must what? Connect. And before you transact, you must what? Attract. And these are very important in the 21st century. People don't want you to just market them. They don't want you to sell to them. They want you to solve them something. And that's why value is very important in the 21st century. And one of the easiest way to actually do what? Give value is to teach people, to love people. I told you, to be honest with people, to be genuinely interested in people is very important in the 21st century. Not everybody will buy from you, but understand, if you can actually make, your mark in people's heart, they will remember you. I'll give you an example. There's a company here in Port Harcourt, and they also, because of the recession, they also came to Lagos, came to Abuja. Their MD attended our free program like this. When it was called for registration for the program, he didn't register, or he paid some money, never paid little money, just to get a space, but never came for the program. End of the year, I think December 20-something, he called the company line, but my staff members in Abuja had gone on 2 weeks holiday because they worked so hard, so I wanted them to rest. And I was having that phone on that day. So he was so startled to find out that I was the person answering the call. And he said, "Sir, please, can you train our staff for it?" He said, "Like how many?" He said, 20 of us. A lot of them are coming in from Port Harcourt and the people in Abuja here. And he said, "I know your price, $10,000 per hour, this one, that one, but please, we don't have that much. The recession has dealt with us, but we are recovering, but we want to have momentum." And I said, "Okay, you sounded so nice and so convincing, you sounded so real. I want real people. So how much do you want me to charge you?" He called an amount, which was good enough and big enough, but that's not my price. I told him, "Okay, I'm going to be in so-so hotel by so-so time today. Come there so I can see your face because I don't know you. And I know he's somebody I can invest in." He came, and I saw the guy is so intelligent, so truthful, and he's going places. And I said, "Okay." And he said, "So, sir, can I make the payment now?" And the payment is big money, if I mention it. It's money that can buy cars and all those. And then I said, "Okay, you can make the payment." He made the payment there, and I trained their staff. I think some of their staff may be here because after training them, they became my friends. And the point is, he didn't buy that day properly, so-called, but you see, he brought me so much deal later. So, but if I had said, "Oh, because he's not buying, get away," what will happen? many months later, he won't have brought me the deal. So the point I'm making is that a lot of people genuinely, if they need to buy from you, they will. If they can buy, let them go. They can buy another day. If you're offering value, don't be so pushy. Don't be slimy. Just tell people what you offer. If they want, they can buy. Now, if you look at properties for algorithm, you're going to see specified input. I'm going to run because of our time. My time is really running. You see specified input. See specified output. So in algorithm, you must know what do I put in to actually get what and what. What do I put in to actually get what? You must know that. Now, number two, you must know specified output. So when I put this thing in, what do I get? So you need to understand the parable of the sower. And that's what we call the law of average. When you sow, like when you throw in 1,000 seeds, is it all of them that usually germinate? So some will germinate. So that's why if you are marketing, market to a lot more people. So you can market to like 1,000 people. You may have 100 interested, and you may have just 10 buying from you. You must understand your average so that you'll be able to know what to put in to get what. And it's very important in life, Now there's definiteness. You must understand, you have proven them and know what works. There must be effectiveness. You are going to take the best route. That's what we call fast analysis, F.A.H. Fast stands for feasibility, acceptability, and suitability. Time will not allow me to talk about it. But you must do fast analysis and find out the most effective route to achieving what you want to achieve. And then there must be finiteness, a number of steps. If you look at this place, how many steps do we have? 8 steps. So if we want to add 9 steps, it will be what? Watch the place. If we want to add 10 to what, it will be what? So you see, so those steps make no meaning again, because if you can follow this, you can make your cup of tea. So the point is that you must have done your algorithm in such a way that it has these properties. Now let's look at the F. Now I told you I'm going to treat all the things like F, the A, the I, the L, the U, the R, the E. I'm going to treat them as individual things that are going to help you understand how to move. Now we are treating it as in life, as in business. Now I don't differentiate between life and business. I put both together. For me, business is a way of life. And if you don't understand that, you will think that they are far apart. You need a good health to actually run a good business. You need enthusiasm. When was the last time you took yourself out? When do you do self-love? Have you gone for massaging this year? And all those kind of things. How do you relax? And I'm not saying going there to do a lot of beer and all this. I'm not saying there's something wrong with it. But I'm saying you need to understand how to ginger yourself and be able to be at the right mode. You need to know the things to read, what you are pursuing, the things to, you need to know your loved ones, how to give them time. I'm feeling a little guilty here. My daughter, I got her text message at 11:20 because I tried to sleep early because of the stress of the week. And last week I've been working on through. I was teaching from morning till evening last week because I needed to clear my table for this travel. So and then I've been working a little till I came back. I came here. Now I go 11:20. When I woke up around 2 to work, I saw. She said, "Oh, Daddy, how are you?" She's 12 years, turning 13. And she said, "How are you? How's everything? What did you eat?" And please make sure you call me tonight before you sleep. And she didn't know her slept. And I don't want her to go to school late because if I call her that morning, we're going to go late, and she's going to go late too. And so talking with my kids also gives me joy. And then I have 4 kids, 3 girls and a boy. And I play with them. I fight, like we simulate, we're fighting, and all those kind of things. Those are simple things about life. Then I'm not one of those who are going to come here and boast to you that my daughter is worth 100 million, my son is worth. No, those things are not for public consumption, but it makes no sense. It's very important that you are not there. People who are struggling in life, they should watch. They should be allowed to come up. They should be encouraged. they should be meant to know that they can actually move on, you know. So we have passed the line of desperation. We don't psychologize people, we don't make it, we are real. And then we tell you reality. If you want to change your life, it's your business. If you don't want to change your life, you stay where you are. But if your intelligence is not showing you a result, the result you want, rather, if your result you want is not in your result is not showing that you're intelligent, it's high time you change your what? Your intelligence. Because if you change your intelligence, your result will work. So simple as things as sitting in your parlor, rather in the bathtub, and sitting there for 30 minutes or 1 hour. You can even read a book. You can even put Coke or lemon and water by the side while sitting inside the bathtub, and just you are sipping it. And then you can even just have a towel there. You are listening to a book. When your hand get wet, you clean and pick your book. Or you can listen to things that are simple. They don't cost you anything. You can go to big hotels with their lobby bars, and you take just a bottle of Coke or water, and you sip and you look around and make friends. Those things are very important in life, and it helps you to maintain your enthusiasm. Okay, now the things you do for your spouse and the things your spouse do for you. Number one, the F stands for fearization of trying. So we're looking at failure algorithm. Fearization of trying. Now, if you want to be successful in life, you must understand what it means to actually not to be afraid of trying. A lot of people are not who they are today, are who they are today, and they're not who they're supposed to be, because they are afraid of trying. They don't know what people would say. In fact, sometimes their past life is holding them down, and then some of them not also courageous enough because of the family they are coming from. Everything frightens them, and they have mental blocks. Like if you say, "Oh, I'm taking all over the world," they will laugh. Me, all over the world. Where do you have your branches? Not only Port Harcourt and Aboloma. And then I'm trying to go to people. What happens to Abuja? What happens to Lagos? What happens to Kigali? What happens to Nairobi? What happens to the size of Washington? What happens to Berlin? Now, I'm not trying to encourage you, but I'm trying to tell you that you were born with the world as your cathedral, but you are ending up dying a parish priest, a resident pastor. Now, the thing you are doing and people are clapping, it is also needed all over the world. The things they are clapping for you here in Port Harcourt is needed around the world. You are too much. If you don't understand, you conquered more than 50 million other sperm to do what? To fertilize that egg that became you. You've always been a conqueror, but it's just a ability to understand that and move on and then do daring things. I want you to agree with me that this year is your year of bolder things. And then anything that is not making you afraid, don't do it this year. Now, it's very important that you notice that whenever God wants to do something in the 20, in any century, that's what we call Zeitgeist. Zeitgeist is a German word for time spirit. Zeitgeist is time spirit. Every time has its era. Every era has its trend. Every trend has its predictions and identification. Now, it's very pertinent to know that God cannot really change you by just speaking from heaven. He changes you by actually speaking an idea from heaven and broadcasting it. Remember, ideas are divine broadcast. Anybody who can tune into 92.3, can get what? Can get Nigeria info, I think. Now, whether the person is a baby, whether the person is a child, whether the person is adult, the person can always get that. It doesn't matter whether you are Methuselah. The Bible says, and Methuselah lived 969 years and he died. That's the only thing the Bible recorded about Methuselah. And for Solomon, it went on and on. How many songs Solomon wrote? How many books he wrote? How many poems? You know, he was even very good botanist and zoologist, and quite a lot of things. Bible recorded about him, the temples he built and all this, in spite of his age. So the age of Methuselah has nothing to do with what? The wisdom of Solomon. So you must understand this, that 21st century has helped you, though we live in Port Harcourt, we live in Abuja, we live in Owerri, we live in Berlin, but you can actually operate everywhere in the world because of digital, platforms, and you must understand that. Now, let me talk about ideas. Now, why people are afraid of trying is that they don't understand that thoughts are things, ideas are things. Don't always say the idea flew into my mind and flew away. No. I don't know where you've been in the world, but let me just mention one or two places. Now, if you've been to Gateway Arc, you'll be on top of Gateway Arc, and you're going to see two states in the US, I think Illinois and St. Louis in Missouri. So you can see Illinois and Missouri, and you're going to see how tiny a lot of skyscrapers will become if you are on top of Gateway Arc. Now, the point is very simple. If you read, at the foot of Gateway Arc, you read how many people died, how that the idea of Gateway Arc was thought. People said it won't work, this is rubbish. And a lot of people were dying while the place was being built. It was suspended separately by the governments of the local governments and the state governments and all those. But you see, at the end of the day, today it makes so much money for them. Have you been to the Tower of Eiffel? When Eiffel thought about it, it was stupid, and when you go up there, you can see what was he thinking. Have you been to Burj Khalifa? You're going to see what those guys did. And, up to date, I think it's still the tallest building in the world. Now, those ideas could have come into somebody's mind, and the person would do what? We say it came in and it went away, and all those kind of things. So now there are two kinds of ideas. Number one, the routine idea, routine, R-O-U-T-I-N-E, routine ideas, and number two, strategic ideas. Now, routine ideas are those ideas that are so easy for you to do. You swept your room today, did you not? So you did. But no matter how much you sweep your room, you come and show that to me, hey, can't come, my room is the neatest room in the world. It can't make you money, it can't make you big, it can't make you richer. Is it not good to sweep your room? It's very good. But you see, you want to call your friend. Are you a friend? No, you call her. Aisha too. People will gossip for 1 hour and then say, they don't want me, but if it stop, just wait, I will call you back. The thing will stop. You say, *737 *1000 hash. It will do what? To reload you and you start the gossip again. What happens after that? Nothing. But just think of calling, it comes into your heart that you can help the government with Boko Haram. You can help them with, we say we have 30-point-something million out of school children. You can help them with the ASU strike. Whatever thing you can help them. You want to call the Minister of Education. You want to call the Minister of Information. You want to call whoever, and you have his or her number. What happens every time you want to call them? You pick the number, and then you're going to think for them, oh, he must be tired now. Okay, let me keep it. So today is what? Wednesday. Oh, he is what? Federal Executive Council. So you're going to say, let me leave him. So tomorrow is what? Thursday. He must be busy with the things he brought from where? Federal Executive Council. Then Friday. Oh, he's a Muslim, he will be in war. Or he's a Christian, he will need to be ready for the holiday. And then, or Friday and Saturday, it's so wrong to call somebody. Am I a witch? How can I be calling somebody on Saturday for official things, not official hour? Sunday, he will be in church, or will be resting, or take his family out. And we should allow him to rest. Monday, the first day of the week, he must be very busy, with, Tuesday, he's getting ready for what? Federal Executive Council. Wednesday, Federal Executive Council, he can't take calls. We need to make it stay for you, is it not? We need to add it there that you can find call. So what do you think about the idea? The idea is simple because this idea is a strategic idea. That is why it's so difficult for you to do what? For you to do something about it. So the sign that you are afraid, the sign that you are afraid, is when you want to come close, you come close. Don't use this thing that you are making way for that woman to come close. Man said, I've been giving you green lights since to come close. Now you are coming close. You will still come close. Nonsense. Okay, so now, let fear be a test that what? That your idea is strong. Let fear not make you afraid to run away. Fear is a test that this idea is what? It's a strategic idea. You need to pursue it. So any idea that's not making you afraid, don't what? Don't pursue it. Know that it's a routine idea. Now, whenever you have fear is not a bad thing. If you have fear, it's only because there's a gap. The gap is what? In either your attitude, your skill, or what? Your knowledge. So find out. I want to speak to the Minister of Information. And I pick the phone and I'm jittery. Why am I jittery? Just find that out and then you move on with your life. You see, I'm not teaching 100% business today. I'm teaching you attitude because it's very important you know and know how to manage it with your business. Now, whenever I send my staff, if I send her on any errand, I'm going to be sure, if I book a flight for 500,000, I'm going to be sure at least we are getting 500,000. If I book a flight for 50,000, I'm sure we are getting 500,000 back from the journey. Because I took time to actually train her. Shut up your mouth. I took time to actually train her. And one of the things I train her on is whenever you enter a plane or you're in the departure hall, you're going to ask, going or coming. So the person beside you, unless you don't like the person, you don't feel like it, say, hi, good afternoon, are you going or coming? It can never be wrong. Now I know you are rationalizing now. Oh, so what he tells me, what's your own if I'm going or coming? Or what's your, that is a demon speaking in your head. There's nothing like that. You see, it's very important that you don't patronize yourself. You are getting old though. Add 30 years to your year, you'll be on the departure lounge of life. Now, that's why you need to be truthful to yourself. When demons are talking in your head, tell the demon, get deep behind me. And then be truthful and say, yes, I'm afraid. Yes, I have inferiority complex. Yes. Instead of you justifying it. One thing about, being a minister of the gospel, being a child of God. Because I'm born again, I don't like talking to everybody. This time, you can even talk to somebody and the person told you each one. Shut up. It's a demon talking inside of your head. Get it right. People equals money. Is it true? Everything you ever wanted, everything you will ever need is in the hand of another person. If you cannot connect, you cannot collect. So get it right and stop those voices from talking to you. So what's the point? Now you're gonna come to that point where you're gonna finish from here and you make friends, and all this kind of thing. It's wrong. Making friends doesn't make you a lower person. Everybody's lonely. You see all these people who are forming like they're on their own. Don't worry until they meet me. My high is always long and irresistible. What's the point? The point is that if you understand that everybody is lonely, and you're going to say, no, I'm not lonely. Well, you don't understand who you are. And that's the foolish thing about life. People don't know who they are. We're the most emotional being on earth. Do you know why people say yes to the most dangerous proposal on earth? Will you marry me? Yes. So will you buy the microphone? They say no. How can you say you marry somebody and you can't buy a microphone? Marry somebody is the worst, the worst risk you can take. You are buying into somebody's life. What if you marry him today, tomorrow he died? What if he doesn't give birth? What if he has disease that I cannot see, machine cannot see? Even prophecy cannot see. I hope you get my point. The point is that we emotional beings. And And if you don't come to the point, if you use emotional trick on me, I will fall. I teach negotiation, I teach influence, I teach, emotional intelligence, I teach everything. I show you how life works. And I have a PhD. When you have a PhD, it will be Doctor of Philosophy. I have Doctor of Philosophy in Philosophy. You know what I mean? I have been a best student all my life. So what's the point? The point is very simple, that even if I teach logic, I teach epistemology in the universe, if you use it back on me, I will fall. Do you know what I mean? Because that's humans, that's how we are. If you write there and I say, Doctor, speak on, I'll say, hello, what's your name? Come and give me a hug after. Even the program, don't pay again. You see, I know you are patronizing me, but I'll fall for the, patronizing. That's humans. A lot of people are saying, no people we will die. If you go to Tell magazine of June 8, 1994, we're all young people there. After Zeribe said in that. Yes, after Zeribe said, without Abacha, Nigeria will collapse. If you remember, I can't forget it. And you see, June 8th, I think the day that magazine was coming out seems to be the day Abacha died, or the Sunday, or a week after, or something like that, or something, a month after. I just was like, it was just funny for me. I was a young person then, but I just was like, humans are funny. What's the point? The point I'm making is that you must understand the importance of not being afraid. When you have the routine idea, I don't even encourage you to pursue it. When you have strategic idea, be sure that you pursue it. Now, ideas are not your thing. They are not just localized to you. Ideas are what? Ideas are divine brokers. Anybody who can tune it can always get it. They can always get it. So you will have an idea, you are doing it like this. Hey, when it was sent to you, it was sent to everybody. It is just. If somebody didn't come up with Facebook, somebody would have come up with Facebook. If somebody didn't come up with Instagram, somebody will come up with Instagram. So you need to understand that. But you need to also understand the power of knowledge. And that's why we're going to give you opportunity at the end of this program for the UNIDO full class. Why? Because you see, Graham Bell, what is the other name? Is it Alexander Graham Bell? He wasn't the only person who invented what? Telephone at that point. There was another guy, but you see, he was the smarter person to take it to the marketplace. The same for Charles Darwin. The other guy was a perfectionist, and the other guy he wrote his book and got it ready, but he wanted to go around the world and prove it one by one, go to Africa. I know that time, you can only go with sheep, and before he could go around and come back after 1 year or so, this guy has published The Origin of Species, and every other thing this guy was saying was like if he copied from this guy. So you need to run with your ideas, and that's where business knowledge is very important. And then you allow yourself to be trained. A self-made man is a self-destroyed man. Yeah, I'm self-made. It's not true. A little boy was hating the uncle. And every time the uncle, because the uncle seemed ugly to him, short, ugly, his head is as big as my own and all those kind of things. And when the guy was dragged to the uncle one day, because the uncle came and he refused to come and greet him, and the mother dragged him and said, this uncle is a great guy, he's a self-made man. And the boy said, no wonder he's a self-made man, no wonder. And the woman said, why are you saying no wonder? He said, yes, because he made himself. Look at how ugly he's looking. And that's why every time he comes here, I run away. Allow yourself to be trained. The world doesn't lack information. The world lacks interpretation. You see how I'm saying it's good? By Saturday, I fly back to Abuja. I'll be training Central Bank of Nigeria stuff. By Monday, I'm training those in the Federal Ministry of blah, blah, blah. And you know, all the way down throughout my life, that's what I do. How do I do it? Is it something I'm going to just, tell you here in 3 hours and we round it up? Allow yourself to be trained. Don't always think you know. You know, but you need to be interpreted to you so that you can use it. Now, if you understand that, your attitude, your skill, your knowledge, there could be a gap that is making you afraid regarding the idea you have. Otherwise, your idea is powerful, is great. What you need to do is to fill the gap, and then you're going to be powerful. So let's look at the A in failure. Now, A stands for ask no questions. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to generate ideas, you need just to ask questions and you generate ideas. For instance, if you ask a question of why and its interrogative siblings, why and its interrogative siblings, you know what I mean? WHY and its brothers and sisters. You are going to do what? You are going to get any answer you want. So help me. What are the interrogative siblings of why? How? When? Where? Which? Who? Whose? Waiting? You know? Which way? Where we go follow? All those things they are the brothers and sisters of why. And it's very pertinent to say that understanding this is very important to generating ideas. Now, questions are very important, and if you don't ask questions, remember what we're doing failure algorithm, and we say if we flip failure, we're going to get what? Success. And that's why you need to understand failure very well, so that you can be successful. Every exploit is answered to what? To the right question. That's one of the questions I want you to ask today. Take the picture of any human being on earth who has succeeded and put the picture and put your own by the side. You're going to see that you are more endowed, more intelligent, you have done so much, and you put in much hard work to actually do what? To succeed. Now, what is the lacking thing? What is that thing lacking? That is where training comes in. For instance, help me. If you want to cook soup, remove the salt. What are some other things you can put in the forms of meat? You can put bomo, help me. Sake, mushroom, dried fish, stockfish, aquara, liver, kidney. You know, anything anybody mentions, check him very well. Okay, now, if you understand that, when you put all those things, they are costlier than salt, is it not? They are costlier. But when you put all of them, and you don't put salt, what happens? The food is tasteless. And you see, most times, people like me will spend lifetime trying to tell you, why not try my salt? Why not try this salt? Why not put salt? Say, no, I know that. I don't know things you are talking about. I don't. You see, don't you notice isness on me? Don't you notice how I say my things? The point is that life is not about, struggle. It's about strategy. You see, when we say strategy, we include spiritual strategy, which we call spiritual intelligence. We include emotional strategy, emotional intelligence. We include intellectual strategy. We include social strategy. We include environmental strategy. We include OSII, opportunity scanning and identification intelligence. They are very important. And your eyes can be turned in a minute, and then you start seeing differently if you can allow us. What's the point? The point is that in life, you must ask questions. Say, why have I not succeeded how much I wanted to? What more can I do? Sometimes you are in a city, and you find out that in Port here, you've done so much. But you see, it seems that there's a demon of limitation that we put it in church. And the demons, I don't want to argue with pastors about demons and all that, because I believe also that, the attitude part of any demonic possession. Now the point is that demons cannot hold you down without a particular character or attitude. You know, you could have done your part here in Port You've hit the ceiling of what? Of the city of this Port. But you see, fear is holding you down. It's not allowing you. Anytime you want to do big thing, you know, somehow, it goes wrong. Because even inside of you, you know it was going to go wrong. You were expecting it to go wrong. You were afraid. You put for what? You put for contract. You know they're going to tell you a story. So as the thing is coming out, you know, go and check my name. I know it won't appear. You know, inside of your heart, you may not say it in your mouth. The point is that you're going to ask question, what next do I need to do to actually become who I am? A lot of people are flying, doing great things. Why are you still where you are? Now, empowering and disempowering questions. These are questions that can bring you down and questions that can lift you up. Now, I used to ask this empowering question, Lord, why am I disabled? Lord, why is it me? We are 7 in number. Why don't you break the leg of some of my brothers and give me their legs? Lord, what? You know, God, as I'm looking, you don't know where I'm looking you, but God, when I get my leg, you know where I'm looking. God will say, come and get your leg. Let me see. But until one day I sat down and asked, how can I be disabled and successful? Immediately I asked that question, everything started changing. You see, I started understanding algorithm. I started understanding it just about understanding what to do next. You see. Now, it's very pertinent to know that one of the things against our asking question is believing assumptions. You believe it has been this way right from time, so there's nothing I can do about it. It's not true. Before the Wright brothers, you know, flew their airplane, before they even built one, nobody had flown before, and their father told them they fly into the birds, but they decided they wanted to fly, and fly they did. What's the point? The point is that whenever it sounds impossible, you must know that impossibility as a concept cannot cross the human mind. The human mind does not have the capacity to conceive impossibility. Oh, say that's not true. But I bet you, if you come for a master's or whatever, or PhD in the school I teach, you know, I'll be your lecturer. So believe me, the human mind doesn't have capacity to do what? To conceive impossibility. If their father had told them nobody can fly and they had believed it, what would it have been? It would be impossibility. But when they decided not to agree, what happened? It became possible. Now look at it. How many of you, while coming into this complex, as you were dropping your car, you said, while I'm going to carry this building in my head to go. Welcome, Emily. I'm going to have this building in my head. You know, our alumni, I needed to have seats for them somewhere. Why did people keep them there? So now, if it has crossed your mind, please tell us so that we can take you to the nearest psychiatric hospital. You couldn't have come in and said, I will carry this while I'm going. You know, what does that mean? You are incapable of conceiving that idea. You cannot. You can't conceive that idea. But as you are coming and say, this place is beautiful, one day I'll make money and come and buy this place. That's the thing that can come into your mind. Now, get it right. I think William D. Wattles, he said something in his book, Sense of Getting Rich. He said that every desire you have, you want to rule Nigeria, you want to become the president, you want to even go and rule America, that every desire you have is a possibility seeking expression or a function seeking performance. You do get that? Every desire in your heart is what? Help me repeat it. A possibility seeking expression or a function seeking what? Performance. That's true if you can understand it. So if you look at the board, this you see on the board is a functional view of business. And if you can understand it, you can be as rich as you want. Now, the first thing you saw there is a question mark. Every time in life, there is a question. Every day of your life, there is a question. Every minute, there are questions you're asking and questions others are asking. As you are driving to this place, you are asking questions. Why is there always, what do you call it, go slow, is what we call it? Traffic jam. Why is it always traffic? Why are there always traffic jam in Port Harcourt? What can be done? Where trash or why do we have trash along the road in any city? Why is it that we can't solve the problem of life? Why you are asking those questions? But you see, you can answer those questions in two ways. Number one, you can answer it extrinsically. Oh, this government is stupid. Oh, they are not doing anything. Oh, this one and that one. And then you wish away, you throw away that opportunity that has come. But you see, you can answer it intrinsically. And they say, if this idea came to me, if this question came to me, it's because I have the capacity to answer. How can I contribute? Now, if you answer it intrinsically, now the next stage happens. What's the next stage? A light bulb comes up and ideas started coming in. But you see, ideas are just 1 million copies for a kobo. So what that means is that ideas are nothing until you do what? You work on them. Now, even working on those ideas are nothing. But if you're able to work on them and put in the right work, and then you are ready to take it to the marketplace, what happens? It will become a product, it will become a platform, it will become a service, it will become something, a process that people can use to actually help themselves. And they will buy it if you target the right audience, and they will buy it and they do what? And they reward you for that through money and all those. I don't know how many of you had applied for the Tony Music Foundation. I don't know how many of you had applied for other grants, Tony Entrepreneurship Program, grants and all those. Now, a lot of monies are going around, and a lot of you are going to be like, oh, there must be something about these people. Oh, they are not telling us the truth. Oh, I don't know why I fell. Do you know the basics of finance? Do you know self-forecasting? Do you know something about your unique value proposition? Do you know something about even the value you are proposing? Do you know something about design thinking? Do you know something about, you don't know those things. Do you know how to find funding? Do you know how to, those are the things they look out for. I've been with them for about 5 years now, 4 years or thereabout. And it's true, it's real, and his words is genuine. You need to train yourself, so you need to know what they want, and then you are able to work on them. All those ideas that are coming to your head, don't discard them, don't throw them away. They mean something, they are something. Now, this is a world formula popularized by Eka. Now, this world formula is D plus S plus Q plus Q equals speedy wealth. Now, that is, if you can find the demand in the society, you find the demand in the society, and then you can supply them. Find the ones you can supply. If you can supply them, that is the X, qualitatively, then you can do a good work at that. That doesn't mean that you're going to be in a very big complex, or you're going to host your programs in big places or whatever. It can happen in your parlor, it can happen in your backyard. Your program can be for 1,000, it can be for a lot of people, deliberate people. I was reading somewhere online today, somebody was saying, oh, you're holding a master class for 1,000, and our program goes for as much as $10,000, $2,000 and more. But you see, you don't deliberate people who are starting, who are trying to find their feet. In everything in life, we have deeper. So no matter how big you are, there are people who are way above you and all those. So you don't tell people who are lower that they are not trying. What's the point? The point is that where you are now, you can start there. As far as you can offer that qualitatively to the best of your knowledge and ability, and you can offer it quantitatively. What does that mean? It means that people equals money. The more people you serve, the more money you can make. Remember, any business that can make 1 naira can make 1 billion. Any business that can make $1 can make $1 billion. So it's about expanding and making sure you're bringing more people into that funnel. And there's a way to go about that. Now the point is, If you are running on a very, I don't know roads here that are big enough, but like those of you who are regular visitors to Abuja, you know some of those roads that are big. If you have the service lane and you have the speed lane, now if you know where you are going, will you be on the service lane or the speed lane? If you don't know very well where you are going, will you be on the speed lane or the service lane? Now that is why, by the time we ask you to come and train yourself, that's why it will be the right thing for you to do. Sharpen yourself, sharpen your mind so you can be on the speed lane. Many years ago, I was like this. Every day, I try to figure it out myself. I try to, I told you I've been a good student. I can read and understand, I can be, the people you call smart, you can put me among them when it comes to reading and understanding and all this. So I think everything I can read and understand it. So I was trying, getting so much knowledge. Whatever you do, whatever you say, I say, yeah, I know this word, I know this. Until one day I told myself, I don't want to be hustling. No, I don't like the word hustle. I don't want to be hustling. I want to be a doye. I want to be somebody who sits down, people come. I want to do big government contracts, and I want to talk with presidents. I want to do those kind of things. But it seems that my intelligence is not showing my results. That means my result is not showing my intelligence. That means also there's something wrong with my intelligence. So I took my packages. I went to Maastricht School of Management to study consulting. Ladies and gentlemen, Maastricht is in the Netherlands. When I came, I found out that I'm more intelligent than most of my professors. Yeah. Go get everything. I was more intelligent than them. Whatever they would say, I've read the book. Whatever they would do, I've done it. Whatever they, please see, where's my result? One of them was a smoker. A few minutes, he goes out to smoke, he flies his chest out, he was also serious, and he was making so much money. He was consulting for, all manner of organizations and EU and United Nations. And I said I had to really throw away what I know and then listen to these people. There's something they know that I don't know. I threw away what I know, and one day they gave us assignment. We are between 17 and 23 nationalities in that hall, and in my class, in my set. And they gave us assignment. The assignment was with Colgate. And the assignment was on how, it was a consulting job on, they were having wastages on their toothbrush production line. And they wanted a consultant, so they gave us the case. We all went and wrote out our proposals and brought. When we wrote our proposals and brought, I would always say the professor will read one of them, he will faint. We'll pour him water, he will rise again. We read, he'll faint, we'll pour him water. And I was wondering, why is this man fainting? Now the man, when he wanted to talk, I had to pay attention. He said, you guys wrote well. There are people who didn't write well. But no, the so-called intelligent guys who don't have results to show for their intelligence, And he said, you guys wrote well. But you see, there's a problem. Uncle, come and give me water. I think there's water in this cup. You almost all of you wrote and showed them all the problems and also showed them what? All the solutions. And then on the night you said, let's have a meeting and sign the listing for 10,000 euros for us to start the job. And the man said, give me half a reason why the man should come back to you. Then we all fainted. But the man left the hall. He didn't wake us up. He didn't have water to pour us. A lot of people are saying, how can you write the solutions? And a lot of people are saying that because you are learning job, you are mature. Do you think in consulting you tell me, come, I can make your business work, and then I'll pay you money to come and make my business work? Where is your own business? You will need to show me what you are going to do. Is it true? You need to show me the solution. So there is a very thin line between what? Between showing and showing. That's what we teach when you come to the consulting process class. You're going to see. Consulting, get it right. Consulting is not a matter of knowledge. Consulting is a matter of methodology. It's not a knowledge thing. All the people, including myself, who are consultants to United Nations, to governments, to everywhere, you are more knowledgeable than me. So it's not a question of what? The question of knowledge. You are more knowledgeable. It's a question of methodology. But will you allow yourself to be taught the methodology when you know everything? So the point is that you are now growing older and you've worked hard enough to actually see results for your work. 2019 should be that year for that. Now I'm going to start winding down because I don't want to keep you beyond the time we had told you. Let's talk about the I, and I think the L-U-R-E are part because I will be able to do that. Now, I stands for intentionalization deficit. Remember, we talked about F. F was what? Fearization of trying. Then A is what? Ask no questions. And I is what? Intentionalization deficit. Now follow me. Why people fail is they have deficiency when it comes to intentionality. You see, in life, you must be very, very intentional about life. We're going to do a little mathematics or probably, because if we do that mathematics, it will solve my problem. And then I go to the next thing. That mathematics, somebody help me with your calculator. Let's assume my friend, what's the name, sir? Oj. My friend Oj has, needs 600,000 naira to solve his problem annually. Monthly. 600,000 monthly to solve his problem. Oj is a big man. Look at his bears. Look at his hair. You're gonna know, he's chopping money. But if he needs 600,000 naira, does he make 600,000 naira every day? So let's look at that calculation. So you can understand how we are not intentional. I'm using something simple, but you can now extrapolate. So how many days do you work in a week? You work about 6 days.
5, 6 days.
No, how many days do you work, Uche?
5 days.
You work 5 days. The big boys are like that. I work 7 days. I work 8 days in 7 days. Okay, now. Okay, big boy, works 5 days. 5 times 4 is about what? 20. Okay, 20. So let's just take it that. 20, now you see, he works 20 days and he needs to earn 600,000. Okay. So 600,000 divided by 20, help me. 30,000 daily. Okay. Now, that's what he needs to earn daily. Is it true? Now, is it what he earns daily? Okay. Now, let's look at it again. How many hours does he work in a day? 8 to 5 is how many hours?
8 to 9 hours.
Calculate this thing now. Don't make me predict that you're going to be a poor
9
man.
hours.
9 hours. Okay. 30,000 divided by 9. Help me. Not about. Uche. Rufo, is this your thing? Is it original? They broke it. 3,000. Look at how women are answering. That's why I said men should allow men to rule us. We have scattered the world with our ruling. Allow women to rule. What they discuss with the devil, let them implement all of them. So, because failure, we have the anti in failure. So if women take over, things will be better. But women are wiser than us. But we always say, do you know why Africa is? No, don't clap for me. Don't clap. Do you know why Africa is the way it is today? Because we are not allowing women. Look at Uche. We are doing this case study about look at that woman. They are really now figured. A woman will save her number with Uche Magi. Rufus F.A Ph. And the man will say Rufus Kelechi. And then he will come to look for it. It happens to me every day. My wife will find the number, I won't find, and I will look at her own, Rufus Maggie. And she said, Rufus Maggie for that one. You know, that's intelligence. That's intelligence. We're not joking, though. When God sent woman here, if your car spoil and they want to send a helpmate, would they send somebody who is your level of intelligence? They send somebody who is higher than you. When Adam was there looking, moping at them, because God said, don't touch this tree. Adam went looking, he wasn't touching anything again. God said, this man will destroy man. It is not good that this man should be alone. He said, in fire and one baby. The woman came, discussing with everybody, touching everything. No, please get it right. Whatever has advantage has its advantage. A woman gives birth, which is like 48 bones breaking at the same time. Nobody can survive a woman's childbirth pain. Nobody on earth, it's not possible. 3 months down the line, because she was slapping you, oh, Baba Kechi, now you cause this thing. So you say, I'm not causing again, stay. 3 months down the line, she's touching you, Baba Kechi, come down. Somebody that passed through that pain, though. Okay, you know what I mean. Okay, so now, let's get back to the mathematics. Now, we have 3,000, okay, 300 and something. That's how much you must earn what? The hour. Now, let's divide it by 60 minutes, yes? 3,300 divided by 60 minutes, yes? Divide by 60. 55 naira. 55 naira. So, every 1 minute, you should earn what? So, divide it by 60 again. That's for seconds. 0.92. That is 92 kobo. So now, so I meet Uche. I said, Uche, how are you? He said, I'm fine, no, but 92 kobo, 92 kobo. Now, how's your wife? Oh, that your wife still fat? I said, oh, she's resisting. What, you carry trailer? What your man? The thing is doing what? And then, what of that your daughter? She must be a big girl. Say, yeah, she's a big girl. That's that university. Now, wow. What's it? You were a lucky man, though. He said, thank you very much. Tomorrow, he said, I watch another thing. He said, that way the right proposal for government. How do you do it? What is happening? So, can you imagine if you had fixed in your mind 92 kobo or 1 naira every second? Do you see why I don't argue? Immediately we start talking and you start arguing, I will laugh. It happened here yesterday, we were talking with somebody and the person started argument. I don't have to follow the person with her argument. Allow her to be the right person. You don't change people's lives, you know. I'm paid to talk. So for every of my talk, I want to see value in that. So become very conscious and intentional about your life. When you are chatting, what are you doing? You are losing money. Now, are we saying you should not, if you see an accident scene, stop and do what? Help. If you see somebody you can give your time, if you see somebody you need to mentor. So we're not saying everything if you are with your family, but you need to be conscious of time and understand what it means to be what? To be intentional. Intentionality deficit is very, very at the heart of what? At the heart of poverty. It happens in Africa. Look at the government. You know, now they are doing what? A lot of people are talking about recession this year. Why? Because they have left government, they are doing what? Politics. And you know, it's going to really happen. 8.83 trillion and 2.14 of that 8.8 trillion is what? Is for debt services. It's for debt services. So that's why you need to do something about your own life. Last year, I always tell people, ask me how next year will be worse than what? Last year. You know, ask me how 2020 will be worse than 2019. Has there been a time in this country you are not in recession? Has there been a time? You know, I'm not talking economists here. I'm talking the fact that, you know, there are not that things have gone so well. But you see, people are still making it, becoming better. So if you don't change, nothing changes. Intentionality is so important that if you don't understand that, you will always have issues. Okay, now, So you need to be intentional, about, your networking. Who do you relate with? Who do you deal with? Who do you do with? Be intentional. Know who to talk to. That's what when we come, we say, oh, say who you are, what your expectations are. Now, know the people you need to connect with. I don't do connection of blindness. I want to connect. Will you want to connect to yourself? If you want to connect to yourself, why don't you connect to yourself? Why are you looking for somebody to connect to? So be a person of value. You see, talk about who is who in this country. They are my friends, not because I ran after them. I had tried running after people before. It didn't work because as I'm running, they are running away. Because I'm using crutches, I'm running. They think I'm a beggar. I want them to give me money. Now I had to go sit down, work it out, so I can be out there in such a way that, the governors, call me, oh, come and teach, or come and train 550 youths. We're having issues in the Northeast. Come and train 1,000 youths for us. Come and do this one and that one. I've not met the governor before. And then he called and want me to come do that. I go do that. If you want to go to government house now or want to go to element, if you are on that road that you keep walking every day, will you reach that place? You surely will. So it's for you to just do your thing and locate the road and keep walking. People who are on that road, as you get to the destination where they are, they will do what? They will see you. You greet them, they greet you. You give them, they give you, and then you continue. But if you keep on, I want to get connected, please talk with the people around you first. Give them value. Give your family. Before you know it, it goes to the community. The community will throw you out to the local government to the constituency to the state to, that's what, before you know it, you become a national person, become international. So networking is very important. Don't neglect relating with people, knowing people. Every day, see if you can know 1, 2, 3 persons. It won't kill. You need to have your business goals. What do I want to achieve in this year? What do I want my business to do? Don't just be doing business of, we are into, I don't like those things. We are into contracts. That's stupid and rubbish. That's not good. So it's time to be true to yourself, do things, and don't just impress and brag, and it makes no sense. Now, sales target, how many do you need to sell in the month of what? January, in the month of February, in the month of, why can you find those people? How many people do you need to convert into the thing you do? As far as you're offering value, keep doing that. Now, expansion plan, where will you want to get to? Don't just be, like prorata, just like somebody, you are here, you have no plans, or you have plans that are just in the sky, they don't have basis. I love that too. Do dumb things, but also try to be a little realistic sometimes so that you can start where you are with what you have now and keep moving. Now, diversification. You need to understand, what am I going into? We encourage you in revenue stream, don't go to things that are too far away from what you are doing. If we finish today and I tell you, oh, register for the advanced course, but also as you are going out or somebody is here selling fufu, and I say, okay, when you register finish, you can also buy my fufu. You start becoming confused and say, what is this man up to? So there are things we call possible adjacents, things that are closer to the thing. So if you're a consultant, you can, have trainings, you can have mentorship, mastermind group, launch and learn. You can have programs people come to have a coaching program, a mentorship program. You can have online platforms. You can have, all those kind of things. You can have books you are selling. You can all those things that will help you. So it's very pertinent that you understand those. Now, time will fail me to talk about the L, but let's look at this. I love talking about this because, like I told you, till date, we've trained more than 2,250 people on this project. I mean, not this class, on the project itself. And it's very pertinent to know that whatever you are, whoever you are, whatever you are doing, you have competitors. And these competitors are not resting. You see, You are not reading, you can't stop them from not reading. You are not submitting proposals, you can't stop them from not submitting. You are, what do you call it? What do you call it? You are tired and clueless about your life. You can't stop them. You are, you can't stop them. You are not writing books. You can't stop them. Now, it's very pertinent to point out that this is what Gary and Les said about your competitors. You said, so if I say, who am I? You're going to say, I am your competitor. He said, hesitate in any way and I will hustle you. Underestimate me and I will teach you a lesson. Don't follow up and I will gladly steal your customers. Miss a deadline and I will capitalize on your carelessness. Who am I? Show up late and unprepared and I will clean your club. There are people, they look at the back, a lot of people are outside there. They don't stop these people like my friend Western who came early enough and did some differences. That's how life is. It's your business, what you want to do with that. Now, move slow and I will run circles around you. Underperform and I will make you look foolish. Make a mistake and I will use it to my advantage. Don't give it your all and I will make you pay for it. Who am I? Lose focus and I will eat you for lunch. Refuse to go the extra mile and I will show you up. Lie, cheat or steal and I will expose your Achilles heel. Who am I? Don't do things right the first time and I will outclass you. If you have a weakness or vulnerability, I will find it. Each day I am determined to beat you and win. Stay paranoid, my friend, as I'm out to get you. Who am I? Yes, that's what your competitors are saying. And I do hope you understand, what it means, what you need to do in 2019 to helping yourself. Okay, L stands for legitimization of action. U stands for urgency aversion. R stands for routinization of life. And E stands for exclusivization of responsibility. Okay, let me talk about the E. In exclusivization of responsibility, anytime you look around, there are things that can make you say, I cannot do it. I need to take it easy. I am justified. I have so much raw materials to produce excuses, but I have refused that the materials be used for excuses. I've used them for what? For the positive things. I can't move around, I can't run around, you see. But you see, what did I do? What I did was, because I can move around, I had developed myself by sitting in one place to read, take courses, take programs, travel for programs, and become such a better person because I can move around. Instead of me staying and complaining, I want to kill myself always, I've decided to put it to the right use. There is nothing on earth that is negative that you can turn to a positive. Every end on the road could become a bend in the road if you know how to walk around it. Every mess can become a message, you already know. Every disadvantage or all those, you can turn them to advantage, So you need to understand that excuses are not the right thing for you. Why? Excuse is the most beautiful bride without a groom, and that's not wonderful. So you can always give those excuses, but you see, the fruits are not there. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about the next step in the project. Now, you see, we still have some 16 minutes to go, and I introduce the program to you. Whenever I want to introduce the program, I encourage those who want to go. Why? Because you see, when here in Africa, we have a major problem. We can't connect our mentees to our boss. We can't connect our mentees to our boss. So immediately you come, they are looking at you, when will he introduce money and all those kind of things. Now I'm going to tell you more about the project as I take you through the project at the moment. So for those who think, it's now time to talk about money and all this, and you want to go, please, you can go. 2019 is so beautiful a year that
If you want to become, it's your business. If you want to, if where you are is good, please, when they say change your seat, don't ever try to change your seat. Okay, if you've understood that, let me explain more. Now, you can see you have been here for too long. One of the things that happen, if you've heard about me before, is that people don't meet me and then remain the same. Your attitude will be changed, your skills will be changed, and your knowledge will start making money in things that have been around you for ages. And if you're already doing well, now that means you can do so well. You can become a world brand, because all of us were accredited as such. Now, you've been here, baby darling, for a long time, but you may continue going it alone. You know, you've done going it alone for a long time, but be reminded that this is what, January 2019. If you want to continue going it alone, it's your business. But UNIDO, HP, and the federal government have provided a platform for you to go one way. Now, it's very pertinent to point out, I see some stupid people who will come to a program that they say, oh, the guy, it is his business, if UNIDO is involved, he should have, they should have paid for everything. Now, that's stupidity. You don't follow the world trends. Now, we have moved from other things to sustainable development. Now, UNIDO and world bodies are insisting that governments and individuals in countries they operate will do what? Have to be responsible. So if something is 10 naira, if they are paying 8 naira, they require you to pay 2 naira of that. Why? Because you see, you come into the class, you answer call all the way, and because when you pay money, you pay attention. Things have changed. So for those people who are here, who have that one, there was a time we did in Swiss International. One woman, no, I don't want to use the wrong word. She says she's a consultant. She was talking to somebody, and the person she was talking to is my direct elder brother. He said, "Oh, this guy is doing his business. If it's United Nations, that you know that she also consults. You know, then why did you come to my program? You also consult. Are we looking at who consults better? Results don't lie. Results they don't. Do you see how I'm talking? Am I doing changing? Before I even started talking about it, I said, those who want to go should what? Go! So that if you know, it's not a force. If where you are in 2019 is very good, and 2018 is very good, continue. And 2019 is worse. From now till June, you know, it's election and handover. Economy is going down every second. So if you have ever suffered worse, then get ready. But you see, you can actually, because economy is private. So I tell you the whole truth. Economy is private. You can make money from Ghana, from everywhere around the world, from Kigali, from America, from everywhere. You don't need to be old or young. You need to be, whoever you are 100, you are 1 year old, you can make you saw Emanuela on last weekend. Is it weekend? You saw Emanuela, 3.4 million followers. You know why? So the point is that you don't need to. This guy there's this YouTuber in America. He's realizes he reviews what do you call it, toys. He's won $22 million for reviewing toys. What is he reviewing toys? Your children play the toys and all those. So you can open your mind. At our level, if you say something, I spend at least 10 million naira every year to do what? To train myself. Why? You saw those people, you saw their professors, and what will you teach them? What will you teach those people? They say, they come to my programs, they're my colleagues. My university even sends the people. Pay, they know it's Kali. All of them taught me in the university. Kali. So, Kali, how are you? Small Kali. You know, so what's the point I'm making? The point I'm making is that the more you give yourself value, the more your value goes up. You see, you cannot be running in your head and then you are walking outside. It's not a possibility. If you are running in your head, you will be running outside. So when you energize yourself very well, you start also. For people like us, we don't say, oh, how much is it? We say, what will it do for me? Then you find out what it can do for you. And then, if it's in line with where you are going, then you become part of it. If you are sure that somebody can make you money, and you are sure this is what you are looking for, but if you can find money to do that, But if you have just used mental block to block it, you won't see the value in the thing. So open your mind. Let's go through this. In the next few minutes, I'll get you through. Now, I will want the alumni who are gracious, who found it, and listen to come and support us today to get ready, because you're going to come and tell us what the program has done for you. Because you've done it, you and Pohakot, some of your friends are here, you brought some of your friends, so you come and lie, so that people can see you are lying, you know. Now, if you really are serious about entrepreneurship, the Unito HP Business Growth and Systems Entrepreneurship Program is your solution. Now, don't do day after tomorrow what you would have done the day before yesterday, and that's foolishness. Now, the Unito program or the project, Shokozin's Business School have been selected to partner Unito to train entrepreneurs and small business owners to harness the power of information technology to establish and grow their businesses under the Unito HP Initiative for Entrepreneurs project and systemize their businesses. The project aims to directly reach up to 166,000 entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, startups, and even students, both men and women, and is expected to create at least 40,000 direct jobs. Now, this program, the LIFE project, complements federal government's National Enterprise Development Program, NEDEP. This program helps to facilitate the creation of entrepreneurship ventures, thereby strengthening economic empowerment through development and growth of small and medium enterprises in Nigeria. This program will open your eyes to see the opportunities in government that you can leverage. A lot of you do only man no man thing. You cannot continue like that. You have to do something that they're going to call you for who you are. Now, 2, facilitate startup and growth of enterprises or employment through skills and entrepreneurship capacity building. Then number 3, facilitate linkage of trained entrepreneurs to financial institutions for startup loans or for loans for existing companies. Now, it helps you get trained as an entrepreneur and get you linked to a financial institution. Get trainees, learn how to train themselves by themselves, encourage self-learning, and make entrepreneurs to understand how to use technology skills to improve their businesses. Now, if you are somebody who loves certification, this certificate is coming from United Nations, and for me, I have lots and lots of certificates. I have lots and lots of them, but it's a great thing, it's a big thing. I wish you see a sample of it. It's great and big. So that even if you're just somebody interested in certificates, it is so huge. The certificate is so huge. We are not even in the certificate. It's coming directly from United Nations. Now, this program helps you with your business ideas, helps you with your business plan, and helps you improve on an existing business if you have one already. Now, there are about 30 courses. Now, there are 2 patterns to it. Number 1 is the ones you do face-to-face. About 10 of these courses have been chosen for you to do face-to-face. These face-to-face courses, encompasses everything about the program. But there also, the whole modules are into 30 modules, and you will do all of them. Why? You do all of them because this program is training you to become a super entrepreneur, be able to solve your problem, solve the problem of society, and be able to actually take your business from where you are to where you want to be, deliberately and intentionally. You know what you did to get the result, so you can repeat it in America, you can repeat it in Rwanda, you can repeat it in Kenya, you can repeat it in Cameroon, Congo, and all those. But now what you do is hope. You come, every day you wake up hoping that customers will come, hoping that somehow somebody will call you. Stop hope marketing, become realistic, become proactive. That's what we are teaching you. I don't know, you may have got an MBA and all those. That's not what we are talking about. We are talking about street graduation, understanding how things work. We are talking about interpretation. Now, the programs, include programs in finance, programs in marketing, programs in operations, programs in communication, and much more. I'm going to mention some of those modules. Now, if you are doing this program, you are doing all. So there's nothing like, which one am I choosing from? No, you are doing everything that is here. That's how the program is designed. It is not exam-based, there's no exam. It is practice-based, something that you feel it from the first day you enter class. You are going to do what? Go out there, but from class there, you are going to rework your business and do more. It's not by hard work in the sense of just doing, it's by actually finding what should I touch that will touch what will touch what will touch what will touch what will give the result. Otherwise, how could I, with physical challenge, having 2 rows on my legs and 2 on my hands, be able to do more? It's impossible. So I encourage you to listen in now to hear the courses. So number 1 is the basics of finance. Now you may be a chartered accountant, but that's not what we're teaching. When you come to the class, you're going to see how understanding your break-even point helps you become who you want to be. How it can help you put your eyes on the numbers and how it can help you have urgency. It's very important. A lot of the problems in business, they have issues with finance, and you need to understand that. Now we have profits and loss. Hey, that's not what you think. That's not what I taught you in school that we're going to teach you. Finding funding, you're going to see where the funds are, and then you'll be able to get them. Cash flow, sales forecasting, being able to, in marketing, you have social media marketing, unique value proposition, selling online, setting prices, marketing benefits versus features. In operation courses, we have maximizing capacity. You're going to blow yourself away on maximizing capacity. You're going to see, you will just see that you are sitting on money and then you don't even know. You're going to think I'm joking, but you can see I'm not here to psychologize you or encourage you. I'm here to tell you the truth. You make your decisions that you think is good for you at the moment. Remember, prayer is in the knowledge revelation equation. If you pray, God, I want 2019, I don't want it to be like any other year, 2019. He will reveal people like me on this kind of program to you. He's not a magician. But you see, prosperity is in the knowledge equation. You see, there's no speak in tongues, do that, and pastors are not also making it easy. They're going to tell you they pray, money appear in accounts and all those kind of things. Well, I'm not a specialist in that kind of thing. But you see, that's not how countries are built. Countries are built, even if I'm going to break account, money comes into my account, I'm going to return it to the bank. Why? Because I know that I want this country to be built based on value. I give something to the country gives something back to me. I've passed desperation. Wherever I go in the world, money follows me. So why should I want money in my account for what I didn't do? What kind of money is that? What is the difference between that and ritual money? You see? Then your religion will tell you all rubbish about it. Don't be a religious person. Be a Christian. Christ is a good example of what it means to live here on earth. That's why those who were here earlier, I told you, Bible is not a book that takes you to heaven. Bible is a book that takes you through earth to what? To heaven. That's why every principle about living is in Bible. I don't want you to believe me. You've lived your life to this age. You're not a baby. So the point is that open your mind and see what you need to get from what we are saying. So in maximizing capacity, you're going to see that capital is not your major problem. Your major problem is understanding what your capitals are. What are my capitals? My capital is that I can speak. My capital is my idea generation. My capital is I have a PhD. My capital is I have strategic vision. My capital is my OSII is high. My capital is that my creative intelligence is super. My capital is that I am so knowledgeable across disciplines and certified across quite a lot of them, from IT to management, humanities, whatever you think of. I have it in my kitty. What do I need money for? If I want to start a business, the website I design, the graphics I do, everything I do, the recording, everything, you see gadgets everywhere. I'm a one-man sport when I started my business, before I grew to have workers around the world. So if I fall and I lose all my money, I know how I made the money. What do? I come back again and start it again and make all the money. I don't need anybody to help me. Don't try to value my staff. No, I respect them a lot. But you see, I am the engine. I know what I did to actually become who I am. So the point is that you understand mathematics is a module on its own. Managing contact information, customer relationship management, hiring staff, inventory management, information technology for business success, your target audience, effective presentation, business email, presenting data, effective website. Please, we're not joking. These courses will transmogrify your life. Transmogrification is the difference between a caterpillar and what? A butterfly. You are going to just be transmogrified. Are you not doing well? You are doing well already, but you know that we can do better. So we have other courses, especially in the social entrepreneurship, energy efficiency, effective leadership, strategic planning, 3D printing, design thinking, starting a small business, entrepreneurship mindset. These are all the modules there. Now, you are going to do 10 modules, physically. Our class will start tomorrow. If you are interested and you cannot start tomorrow through Friday, 10 a.m. to 3, you can also make your payment, and then the next one that starts next month, you can be part of it. Now, this lady has attended the program. She's a big lady in Abuja. She said, before I attended the program, I needed to take my business to the next level and into the targeted audience, but it was very difficult. After attending the program, I'm now very focused as to my target audience. I now know how to advertise and get the expected outcome. This will sound simple to you. I know my target audience. I know how to advertise and get it will sound simple to you, but the question I want to ask you, if you know who can buy from you, will you be rich or poor? You'll be rich. And but if you are told you can be sure to know who can buy from you, and you can, always get that result every time, you are going to think it's a joke. So I encourage you. We have live testimony as well, so there's no need to read for you. People who you don't know, you don't even know if we're saying the truth or not. Now we have delivery approach. The story. The program has story dealing with what? The business challenge. And the program has business concept. Each of the courses dealing with strategies for solving the business challenge. The program has technology skills, which is how to apply technology strategies in solving the business challenge. And now the program has discussions where we clarify issues more at a personal level. We use cases, your business cases, and we clarify them. You are not selling, you are not getting enough people, you are not filling your buckets, we clarify those, you see the strategies to apply, and I tell you real life stories. Don't ask me, doctor, how do you do this and that? And then you get direct answers to those. Now, next steps, where you have powerful softwares and resources and templates and presentation videos, community, that's a forum you belong to, and worksheets that will help you. Then my plan, where you have the feature for capturing key ideas about your business for strategic business planning. Now, what's the timing? The program, you don't need to finish it. For instance, you have time tomorrow, or you have on Wednesday, or Thursday, or you have on Friday. You do the one you have time for. We come next month, you come and do a lot of my friends who are here have not finished their courses because they did today something called and they were not in class the next day. When we come again every month, you come because they are timetable, you see the courses, you do them. Remember, you do 10 face to face and then you do the rest online. Now, the time is 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow through Friday. Next day it starts tomorrow, Wednesday through Friday. And what's your investment? Now, naturally in our organization, you can check out our 2-day programs go for at least 150 to 450,000 naira. Now, it's because of who we want to serve. There's a difference between, and encourage if you're a consultant here, understand this I'm going to say. There's a difference between Heli and Lehi. So I'm going to say Heli, and then you're going to help me say Lehi. Heli, H-E-L-I, stands for high energy, low income. High energy, low income. So Lehi will be what? High income. So now we come to a stage where we are interested in low energy, high income. You see how I'm talking? Because you can't change everybody. You will just say, and do you know why they call it goose? If you want to buy this, they say, go and pick my goose. Do you know why they call this goose? Do you know why? It is good in what? A multiple form, in plural. If you want to sell something to people, don't start doing muscle. Why you must buy is because some of you want to sell something, you start becoming agitated. No, if you are selling goods, must I force you to get a good? If it's good for you, okay. If it's not good for you, then you walk away. So now UNIDO and HP have subsidized through their support, through their platforms, and through their certifications. So what happens? There are 5 stakeholders to this. Number 1 stakeholder is UNIDO. UNIDO is the controlling force for this project, meaning that the certifications come from them